Yo, what is up today? That looks like shit, by the way. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Bear with me. One second. My camera looks terrible. What's going on with that focus, eh? Here, hold on. Let me get my little microfiber. I'm right back. So how's everyone doing today? It looks like we already got a few people in here. What is up? Oh, snap. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see that in the beginning of a stream. But it looks like boom, boom, boom. What am I going to sync up? What am I going to sync up? There we go. I'm synced up. Okay, so I'm just going to do one of these. Clean up my... There we go. Still doesn't look great. I don't know if it's the focus. Look at that. I'll come in. And it looks alright. So how are you guys doing today? Kind of looks like I just have a filter on, so... Doing good. Enjoyed my day off. What is up, Drift Knight? Hey, Sleepy. So you enjoyed your day off. It is a Saturday. Saturn's Day. And, that's always the weekend, having the weekend off, being in a job where you're taking the weekend off is always beneficial. It's like 100%. You can, I feel like I've worked in restaurant jobs in the past and where your weekend, quote unquote, is like Monday and Thursday. So you go to, you have Monday off and then you get off Wednesday, you go back to work Wednesday and then you get off Thursday. And it is so frustrating. I never could stand it. And this focus is still messed up. I'm not loving it. Not loving it at all. However, it looks like it's what I'm dealing with right now. So how are you doing there, Drift? What are you up to? I'll tell you about my day. Lady Zebra was out and about. I shouldn't say out and about. That sounds stupid. She was at work. She worked today. So it was me and Baby Zebra all day long. We hung out. We got to do what is up, Dark Gray Moon? How are you doing, man? This is the whole thing with and Lady Zebra. Yes. Hold on one second, guys. I want to try to fix this real quick. Because my camera's annoying the shit out of me. I want to do a BRB real quick. Hold on one second. Bear with me one moment. So I am back. I think I fixed it. Yes, it looks so much better. You can see me clear. And it is reaction. Look at that. Look at that reaction time. It's doing all right. So yeah, Lady Zebra was at work. Oh, thank you. Oh my god, I love the BRB screen holding the lemon water. What is up, Taco? What is up? How are you doing? Earlier today, we had a rainstorm, but it passed in a few hours, and we got back to planting some flowers and stuff. Well, that's always nice. A nice, nice to attract the pollinators. You want to attract the bees to help with all the plants in the area. I think that's one of the the main focus is with the flowers. And it always is beneficial, not just to, you know, making whatever you're doing look good, but it brings in the bees, helps everyone else as well. So that's always a good one. I am doing good. How are you? Hi, Sleepy. So today we're going to jump back in Mass Effect. Yesterday, I know that not everyone's in here. However, yesterday it was kind of like a crapshoot. Or, I don't know, crapshoot. Or crab, right? Crabshoot. C-R-A-B, shoot. So yeah, we had about a crapshoot. We had a little bit of a crapshoot, sorry. Words are hard today. as of every day. But we had a little bit of a crapshoot yesterday. We started off with Stardew Valley. And then we went into Fable 1 and we just killed a bunch of NPCs. And I was trying to get some horns in it. That's what that... And buy up some real estate. I quickly ran out of money and just continued killing. So that was fun. And then after we were done with that, we had Double Cross come over here. If you guys don't know, if you guys haven't followed Double Cross in the past, he's a cool guy. I'll throw him in here real quick, as we do. And you know what? Since Drift's in here, I'll throw in Drift too. But Double Cross. He's not in here, so it's not showing up. Double Cross. Let's see if I do this right. I think it's 422. Let's see. There's Double Cross right there. And let me put in one more. I want to put in Drift. So here's Double Cross. There's Drift Knight. Drift Knight Nation is next. So that's Double Cross. He is my brother-in-law. I love spring, except for birch pollen is kicking my ass. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people have with birch, and another one is cottonwood. Around here, we get a lot of cottonwood. And Drift Knight, you're not popping up. You know what I think it might be? It might be that you don't have... I think it really pulls from clips. So if you don't have clips, I think that might be the case. Just to let you know for future reference. I know a lot of people don't have the little thing that pops up like that. I think it might... The only two people I know that have it is me and Harm. Let me try it one more time, though. Just to see if it pops up. Drift Knight. Yeah, Drift Knight, you need clips, man. Because that's what this little algorithm or this little machine pulls clips. Someone will have to show me how to set that up. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to write it down real quick, it's to do it on your stream. If someone raids you, that's usually when I put it, or if just someone's inside the stream. So, if you, it's twitch.guru, so twitch.guru, and in there, you can set it up. It's not too difficult. I think I just watched a YouTube video, and I asked Harm one time. Harm did it to me, where I came into his stream, and he pulled up that little screen, and I was like, holy shit, man, you gotta tell me how you did that. And he just told me, like, go to twitch.guru and you'll figure it out. And I was like, alright. I'm on some hardcore cortisone. Cortisone? What? Oh, did you get, Harm is great. Yeah. Cortisone. Twitch.guru. Yes, Drift. It is twitch.guru. You are right. That is the name of the website. There is no .com. Harm's in here. Hey, this is Harm. It's like if I say Harm, he shows up. It's like Harm. What is it? Bloody Harm free. Bloody Harm free. Bloody Harm free. Here he is. Here he is. Yeah, he's the one that taught me that. He's like, here, figure it out yourself, you dumbass. And I was like, okay, sorry, Harm. Sorry. But I almost named this stream Mistakes Were Made, because I made a mistake. However, I am correcting it. I ended up going to sweet and savory, so let me know what you guys prefer, sweet or savory. I prefer savory, but I want to know what you guys prefer. Are you guys already sweet enough? You don't need any more sweets in your life? Or do you prefer savory? Like, I don't really care about ice cream. I could do without ice cream for the rest of my life, and I'll be happy. Yeah, same here, Dark. But at the same time, I can, like, destroy a bag of barbecue chips with some hell of a good dip. Like barbecue chips with French onion, hell of a good dip. That's the brand for anyone that's not in the United States. However, I could destroy the entire bag, but when it comes to ice cream, it's whatever. Girlfriend says Savory, but it's a tough choice. Is the GF there with you, man? Is the GF there with you, Harm? Tell her I said hi. I actually don't know her name, so I'm not gonna yell like some random. Tell Tiffany I said hi. Maybe I'm just gonna guess. Take a shot in the dark. It would be funny if it was Tiffany. I don't know why that's the first name that came up to my head. I can't choose. Taco, what about you? Taco, I feel like Taco, it might be... I'm just guessing. With Taco, I'm gonna guess sweet. I don't know. Chromatos is her username. So we call her Crow. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. We need a date. We need to update your follower goals. Yeah, we do. If you guys look, we hit the 100. I'm trying to figure out how to give Sleepy her, Oh, you know what? I'll use my wife's account. I don't know why I didn't think of that before, Sleepy. So I want to use my wife's account and gift you... I want to gift you that 1 month sub like I promised. But because every single time I try to do it, and I put in your name, it says I can't gift to this user, which I don't understand. Look at that, guys. What's the next goal? What should we do? Should I do 150 or 200? Oh, thank you so much, man. I subbed already. Wait, I'm subbed already? No, I think your sub ran out. I think your sub ran out there, Sleepyhead, because you don't have the lemon next to you. Or is it just first? Does it just stick at first? 150 for Shafty, though. Now you got a Dance Dance Revolution for the 100. I didn't say I would Dance Dance for the 100. I was talking about 150 or maybe... I was thinking about 200. I gotta figure out how to do it because I don't actually have Dance Dance Revolution. Do they make Dance Dance for Switch? Because I could probably get it for Switch because you have the controls. That's what I was saying. You did say, JK. No, I was saying for 150 or 200. I don't know if I was going to do it for the 100. I was just going to gift a sub to whoever brought in the most people. At the time when I made that goal, because I think Harm might have brought in the most people. However, Harm was before I made that goal, which was like, I think I made it at like, what, 85 or something? So it wasn't too difficult. It was like 15, you know? Or maybe it was at 82. I want to say it was at 82. But for 100 and... I think, you know what? You guys think 150? That's what Drift says. Or we can do 200. And I guess for the 150 stream, I can come in with a big stupid wig. You know, do something a little silly, and we'll just do it just chatting. You know? I'm going to set it up right now. Wait, you're gonna set up or what right now? Confused, man. I don't know. You did say. So 150, 200. What do you guys think? And what do you guys think? What do you guys prefer? Would you prefer something silly like wearing a wig on the day that I hit it? And just do it just chatting and goof around? Or do you guys prefer something else? I don't know. Maybe at 200, I'll be able to convince Lady Zebra to come sit in, and we can just do a little chat with Lady Zebra. You guys can ask her a bunch of questions on how she met me. You know, obviously, the love of her life. So, but let's do 150. We'll do the wig, and then at 200, I'll convince Lady Zebra to come in here. Like I was saying before. Start the goal. Look at that. 150. That was easy, right? I should have done that a long time ago. Customize progress bar? I don't know what I just did. But I want to back out. I might change what the thing is. Dark gray. Dark gray. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to remember which one is it. Do I have? Is it this one? Is it that one? Which one? Here. Bum. You know what? I can't figure it out. Drift Night Nation just described. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dark Gray Moon, for gifting that sub out. We got the... We'll play this for right now. It's doubling up. I don't know why it's doubling up. But we'll do it anyways. Oh, no, it's not doubling up. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Do-do-do-do. Boom, boom, bo-do-do-do-doom-do-do. So, well, thank you so much, Dark Gray, for being the man that you are. You know? You know, you're not just from Sweden. You're pretty sweet. You're pretty sweet yourself. But, yeah, since Lady Zebra, we gotta whisper. Lady Zebra was at work today, and I made a huge mistake the other week. And the mistake I made was, it was Mother's Day. And I don't think about nice things like Mother's Day cards. Because I'm stupid. I'm not a smart guy. And I did not get her a Mother's Day card for her first Mother's Day, right? So I didn't feel like a good person. And she pointed it out to me that I didn't get it for her. And I never get her cards for her birthday. I don't like receiving cards myself. I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit different between some girls and guys. I don't know. Maybe some girls feel the same way. But it's just one of those things that if I receive a card in the mail from like my parents, right? The first thing in my head is how long do I have to keep this card before I throw it away to not feel like a jerk? You know? I don't know if anyone else feels like that. Even when I get a card from, like, let's say when work gives me a card, I think that's the craziest thing. When work gives me a card saying happy birthday and everyone signs it in the office and that kind of stuff, I never throw it away at work. But I leave work and I throw it away as soon as I go home. I don't even read what's inside of it. I know it sounds absolutely terrible. I treasure them for forever. Yeah, But Lady Zebra likes the card. She likes the birthday card. She likes that stuff. And I fucked up. And I did not get her not Valentine's Day card. I didn't get her that either. But I didn't get her first Mother's Day card. So today I correct everything. Oh, Mother's Day is still coming up over here. You know what? Dark Gray, when's Mother's Day coming up over there? I want to write it down, and when I give her the card, I'll say, I'm giving you this card, not for our Mother's Day, but for Sweden's Mother's Day, because you're the sweetest lady I know. Just rehash it. I'm gonna write it down on this little post-it note as soon as you tell me. And that's when I'll give it to her. You should try to make her one for her birthday, but do it yourself so it's more special. Her birthday is coming up. Her birthday is going to be here. I love that. What is it? Her birthday is actually June 3rd. So her birthday is coming up next week. And today, that was part of my little errand. And that's why I was trying to bring up that she was at work today and stuff, and I was running errands. So the first thing I did is I bought 3 cards. I bought one, Mother's Day cards, they don't sell them anymore. So I bought like a Thinking of You card that me, Bjorn, and my daughter, was it baby zebra, daughter zebra. So they can all last Sunday of May over here. So I want to write down last Sunday, May, and I want to write Sweden, Mother's Day. I'm just going to put Mom Day. Because, if you look at it, I have it right here. Wait, focus it. Last Sunday, May, Sweden, Mom Day. And the reason why I'm going to write that down, like the Sweden Mom Day, because I'll read this card in 2-3 days from now, and I'll go, last Sunday, May. What the hell does that mean? What the hell does that mean? But if you guys know, I keep a little post-it book, you know? A little post-it notebook over here, and I write down things during the stream that I want to remember, because you guys throw a lot at me that I want to remember, so I write it down, because, you know, I have a little bit of an ADHD problem, and I forget. I forget, or ADD, whatever. I forget, so I have to write down everything, so I remember on the back end. So we are doing the whole 9 yards. She's been saying she wants this bison, like a buffalo leather purse, and obviously we're in Wyoming. There's lots of bison around here, and there's a bison farm that we go to where there's like tours and stuff over there. And she always like, oh, these purses are so nice, but they're a little pricey. But coming up on her birthday, my Nana will be in town. She's flying in, and my daughter's gonna be here. So I was planning on all of us going over to the bison farm on her birthday, and then after we do the little tour and all that kind of stuff, which we've done in the past, and she enjoys it. I want to get her one of those purses. And the other thing that I'm planning on doing is I went over to Michael's. For people that are not in the United States and they don't know what Michael's is like a craft and art store, like a big one. It's kind of like a chain, almost like a Walmart of craft and arts. And I bought a piece of, like, I don't know, like, it's like wood, so it's like it kind of looks like a little pallet. And there's like 5 little sections of these little 1x4s, and I don't know, it's like yay big, maybe like that. It's probably like that wide, and it goes like this. And I bought, what is it? Yellow, red, and blue paint, because those are primary colors. And I was just gonna like put baby zebra and just a bunch of paint and have him like run, you know, like crawl around and mess around on top of the piece of wood after I sand it down so there's no splinters. And have him do a little artwork, and then I was gonna take black paint and put it on his feet and stamp him on the wood on the bottom, and then we're gonna throw him right in the shower as fast as we can. But it is non-toxic. It's a non-toxic acrylic paint, and then I'll spray paint it with like a clear coat to help seal it and, you know, keep it fresh. And that'll be her other birthday present. So it would be that and the leather little handbag purse or whatever. That's cute. I got those from my son for Mother's Day. Well, your son's doing better than me. Your son's doing a lot better than me. So was it like so he painted on something and all that kind of stuff? You know that is gonna rock. I hope it. So like I said, mistakes were made. I hope that this puts me back into the clear. Puts me on good terms, because it's not that we're on bad terms at all. Me and Lady Zebra always do well. I'll be honest, when it comes to me and Lady Zebra, in the last like 3 years, we may have had 1 or 2 like arguments, not even real fights. We get along perfectly. So she did tell me though after Mother's Day, like, hey, it kind of sucked that you didn't give me a Mother's Day card. And I was like, oh fuck. I didn't even think of it. I'm sorry. So now I'm trying to get back on good, like on the right side of the road, so to speak. Heck. If you guys know, I got some lemon in here because I do not want to disappoint, you know. However, this is that homemade tea that I told you guys about. Tomorrow we will I might go live tomorrow for a little bit, because I'm going to do the transferring of the mead. I have a huge checklist. Sorry, my hand's here. I have a huge checklist of things I need to do tomorrow. You know, I need to go to the hardware store. I need to do this, do that. However, one of the things, buy cat food. That's one of the worst things about having 4 animals, is the amount of food, litter, all this kind of stuff that you end up buying. It's like, I don't know. It's just so much. I'm gonna be on Lurk and gonna add a clip, so set the Twitch channel up and fix everything. Sorry I can't stay long though. I'll be here lurking though. Well, you know what, Drift? That is understandable, and that is cool. I hope you get a nice clip out there. Don't make the mistake I've made. Harm will tell you. I have this clip that every time Harm does the explanation so and all that kind of stuff for me, I would say 90% of the time, the clit. That's sorry. I didn't know this was. Let's keep it family friendly in here. the clip that ends up auto populating is me inside of a hat, and the cowboy hat, yeah. And it's not even like a good one. Like, I had that cowboy hat on that whole stream, and I think there was some probably good talking points, and there was good parts of that stream and all that kind of stuff. But it's just like, it's such a dumb little talking point that doesn't make sense. There's no no one can tell what the context is of it. It's just like, I don't know why. I must have accidentally clipped that, and it shows up all the time. I deleted the clip hoping that it stopped showing up, but you know what, with my luck, it's just going to show it forever. It's going to be 90% of the time. My favorite one, though, that he pulled recently was when I was playing Mass Effect, and Talit says, I really like ships. And she's talking about the ship engine and stuff, and I was like, oh, you like all ships? What is it? And I said, like, Harm pointed out relationships, and I was like, pirate ships? I don't know. Shits? I said, like, a bunch of things just with the word ships at the end, and then Harm said relationships, and I was like, why didn't I actually get that? Posted the picture in Discord. Posted the picture? Now I'm curious. What's the picture? Maybe it was something that we just said, and I'm. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Let's pull the thing over here. I'll show everybody what it looks like. Look at that, guys. Happy Mother's Day. Love, Caden. Caden, that's a pretty sweet name. Oh, the LOL ships. Yeah, no, I really like it. And it's framed. It'll last a long time. You got the handprints right there. What I'm going to try to do is going to be like a lot messier than this would probably is, but it's along the same lines. And I was originally going to plan something like this, and I love it. And I love that the name is something more unique. You know, it's better than like a Paul or a Peter. I don't know why. I'm just thinking of P names. What's another P name? Phil. You know, it's better than those types of names. You gotta have something a little bit more unique, and I love it. I love it. Let's go back to video mode. Here we go. But you know what, guys? We are going to actually jump in to some Mass Effect. Some Mass Effect. And before that, is there anything in pop culture? Anything in the news you guys want to talk about? Anything you guys want to bring up in the chat, or any questions you have in regarding anything? I do think it's funny that people are still actually like obsessed with the whole Johnny Depp thing. I really thought that was going to blow over. But obviously the court cases are going on still, I think. I don't even know. I'm really a fish out of the water with it. I really don't pay attention. I just keep on seeing this all over Instagram, all over stuff all the time. And I'm like, holy shit, people actually are staying true to this one. I feel like anything in like the news, anything in pop culture lasts about a week. Like the whole Will Smith hitting Chris Rock. How long did people actually talk about that? What? A week, maybe? I might be... That might be generous. Maybe about 5 days that people are really obsessed with that. The Johnny Depp thing, I feel like people are really going crazy over it, you know? I did hear something funny today. And I don't want to press any buttons or be divisive or anything. But I'll say it anyways. I feel that, like, it sucks that he was canceled. Yeah, it does suck. But you know what? I think this entire thing of it being televised is really bringing them back. A lot of people are falling back in love with the Depp Meister, with Johnny Depp. I've always had a little bit of love for Johnny Depp, because I was always a big fan of man. Oh man. Who wrote the book Fear and Loathing? Fear and Loathing, I think. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. It comes up with the movie. Oh, Hunter S. Thompson. I've always been a big fan of Hunter S. Thompson, which because of that and Hunter S. Thompson and obviously Johnny Depp were very close. The Hunter S. Thompson thing, that's why I've always had like a little bit of a love for Johnny Depp. Not to mention Pirates of the Caribbean, because I loved Pirates of the Caribbean. It was great. I gotta say I love Barber of Fleet Street. Barber of Fleet Street? What is Barber of Fleet Street? Oh my god, Fear and Loathing. Yeah, Fear and Loathing was great. Barber of Fleet Street. So I'm gonna type this in real quick because I don't know what that is. Is that one of his movies, I'm guessing? Oh, Sweeney Todd. Oh my gosh. Sweeney Todd. I saw that movie when it first came out. And it is a great movie. I honestly, it's one of those things that I probably need to rewatch. It's like, what is it, Corpse Bride, or any of those Tim Burton movies, or like, James and the Giant Peach, or Nightmare Before Christmas. I've recently started watching some Tim Burton stuff again, and I didn't know like how great it was. It's just like, as a kid, it's great because it's a little creepy, that kind of stuff. It it piques the interest. However, when you're an adult watching, you go back, it's like, oh wow, these are really great movies, and you just don't realize it to the extent, because I didn't watch them 100 times as kids. Tim Burton stuff is awesome. Yeah, I always loved Tim Burton as a child, but I will say, like, you had James and the Giant Peach as one of his big ones. You had Corpse Bride as a big one, and then you had Nightmare Before Christmas. A lot of people gravitate to Nightmare Before Christmas and Corpse Bride, especially when I was a kid, and there was lots of gothic kids. They love that stuff. But I'll be honest, I was always a huge fan of James and the Giant Peach. James and the Giant Peach was like one of my favorite movies of all time as a kid. I don't know what it was about it, just like every little thing about it. I'm looking up Alan Rickman. I don't know what FTW stands for the way. Fuck. This is when my age is coming. I don't know, man. I don't know. So he's an English actor. He died in 2016, was an English actor, director, known for his deep voice. Okay. He trained at something. I don't want to click into it. I'm old. For the win. For the win. Yeah, Alan Rickman. Alan Rickman was an actor, an English actor. Was he, oh, you know what? He was, in Harry Potter, too. It looks like, yeah. But you guys know my thoughts on Harry Potter. It's overrated. Harry Potter's an overrated movie, overrated book. I only say that to make some people in here upset. Die Hard villain. Oh yeah, that's true. And I did promise you I will watch the Die Hards during Christmas. That was my promise to Dark Gray Moon. And if I'm not a man of my promises, then what kind of man am I? You know, I'm a wishy-washy piece of shit. Is that the guy I am? No, I can't do that. Taco's like, man of promises. You told me that you're going to do Dance Dance Revolution. I didn't say 100. I didn't say 100. I said it will come up. And I got to figure out how to make it happen. Because I think with Dance Dance Revolution, you need something, right? You have to have some type of controls or something like that, which is the reason why I'm wondering if I can do it with the Switch, because those are it's the only game I have that have some type of controls. Oh, you know what though? I was gonna say the controversial thing, which I don't know why. I always try to steer away from controversial subjects. However, steering away from it, it almost is like, here's an inside comment for some people inside the chat. Steering away from your fate can sometimes drive you right back into it, right? You try so hard to get away from your fate and the controversial comment that you end up oversteering and going directly right into it. So my controversial statement would be that I thought it was really funny when somebody was bringing up Johnny Depp, and they're like, everyone is talking about Johnny Depp for like a month now. And I was saying this to somebody, and they're like, you know, it's so funny. And I was like, what? And he goes, nobody cared with, like, you know, with people when they get divorced. No one really cares. And then he pointed out one of the big ones for me. And he goes, when Bill Gates and his wife got a divorce because he was involved in a sex trafficking ring, an international sex trafficking ring, when he was dealing with, like, you know, underage male and females. No one batted an eye. No one gave a shit. However, Johnny Depp getting his finger cut off and, you know, having a bad divorce with what's her name, Amber Heard. He goes, that's all people talk about for the next month. That's all people. And no one cares that he got a divorce over being a part of a, you know, child sex trafficking ring. You know, evil comes in all shapes and packages. Evil comes. And there's the controversial statement of the day. My dog stepped on a bee. Holy shit, Taco. Is your doggy okay? Hopefully it didn't sting him. That sounds terrible, though. Oh, and I've seen some people mad because everyone is on Depp and Heard, but Nos paying attention to Jeffrey Epstein. No one's paying attention to Jeffrey Epstein. What? Yeah, I feel like the whole Netflix documentary with Jeffrey Epstein came out, and then no one cared. No, that's what Amber said in court. She's just trying. You know what? Amber's doing so bad in court right now. She's just like, she's trying to find any, like, what is it, like, viral meme to take away the attention from what's going on. That's probably what it really is. It's called deflection. Deflection is the name of the game. If you can't spin it, deflect it. That's what everyone does. Or hide it. How many times does anyone in, like, media and stuff, they say something that's completely wrong, and then they put out a correction at 3 o'clock in the morning after everyone's talked about it, and no one knows that they corrected it, and people just parrot that same talking point forever and ever and ever, even though it was corrected, right? Like, she can't remember anything, but remembers her dog stepping on a bee, like, making it sense, like, make it sense, girl.
Thanks for the lurk.
Thank you, Drift. Thank you, Drift.
Thanks for the lurk.
Hey, that showed up. Hey, thank you for being here, my friend or foe. Either way, thank you for being a part of everything. I put that in, wondering if it would actually work, and it worked, so I'm glad. All I keep thinking about of the song that they made about the court case. What's the song? I don't even know the song. Man. Now I want to know what the song is. She is more than canceled now. She's a full poop means. Yeah, it's funny how the cancellation aspect kind of blew up in her face. It was all on Johnny Depp, right? And then it got switched over. You know what, though, with the Jeffrey Epstein thing, I will say something that's kind of funny that I'm personally connected to with that is you guys know that I went to high school in South Florida. And that Netflix documentary came out, and I was walking over, and I didn't even know it came out. I just was walking through. I was at my father-in-law's house, and my brother-in-law was watching TV, and he was watching that documentary, and I didn't even know it existed at the time. And I said, hey man, what are you watching? He's like, I'm watching the documentary on Jeffrey Epstein. And I said, oh, I have a crazy story about that. And he paused, and he goes, what is it? And I said, I have a crazy story about that when I was living in West Palm Beach, which was a lot of that was happening in. And he paused. He's like, oh, shit, what was it? And because he was balls deep in it. Dude, that's one of the worst image. Being known doing that is so embarrassing. Yeah, the whole poop on the bed. But, yeah. But, I'm trying to refire up the Pistons real quick. But yeah, I told him like, hey man, I gotta create. He paused it, and he goes, what was it? And I was like, I was going to high school, and I told him, I said the name of my high school, and I said like, hey, I was going to this high school in South Florida in West Palm Beach, and I actually had one of my friends that would tell me, it was a boy, his let's say Fernando, that's his name. I won't say his real name on here. You know what? Yeah, I'll say Fernando. I won't say I almost said his real name. But Fernando came up to me and he was like, hey man, you want to make some extra money? And I was like, why? What's up? He says like, hey, I go over, he goes, on the weekends I've been going over and they pay you like, he goes, I made like $800 last week. And I was like, fuck, doing what? And he's like, you just have to have sex with like some old ladies once in a while. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, just some old rich ladies. They just like to have, they pull a bunch of high school students and we go over there and we just have sex with old ladies. And they give us a couple $100. And I was like, you know, I'm like 17 at the time and I'm going like, that doesn't sound like a bad deal, you know? And then he dropped the bomb on me. He goes, sometimes you have to have sex with a guy. And I told him like, you know what? Not for me. I'm not going to do that. You know, like even the whole gay for pay thing, I'm just like, it's not in my wheelhouse. You know, I'm cool. But I told him that and he goes, holy shit, that is crazy. And as soon as he pressed play, not joking, within like 5-10 seconds within the documentary, they have a picture of the high school I went to and said that they're recruiting high school students out of this high school, and they showed a picture in the documentary of the high school I graduated from. And I go, oh shit. And he goes, and at first he was on the fence that he actually believed me, but right when he did that, he was like, oh, holy fuck. I just noticed that you have the Manaska picture right there. I'm gonna let Manaska know that people are dropping his emotes in my chat. I dropped that out off camera because I know it's pretty gross. It's not like I have a fat dip or anything. It's just a snooze. You guys know about my bad habits. Manaska's a great guy. Manaska's a good guy. You know what? He's not in here, but I'll talk him up. I know him personally. And when the daughter comes in down, the daughter's going to be here. I know this sounds like they're two separate talking points, but they are not. Because you guys are like, man, this guy cannot stay on subject to save his life. But I will let you guys know that there is going to be a point once my daughter gets back, because my daughter is friends with one of his kids and that kind of stuff. So once my daughter comes into town, my Nana will be here. My Nana will leave eventually. You know, she'll leave in June. But maybe in June, I'm guessing. But sometime when my daughter is here, me and Manasker are going to actually do a stream together, where it's just going to be the two of us, probably sipping on some whiskey, sitting in front of a fireplace, and we're just literally going to do just chatting. We're just going to hang out and just chill, you know? We're just going to hang out and chill, and then we're just going to chat. We'll answer any questions inside the chat, and then we'll just talk. I just assume that me and him talk at work way longer than we're supposed to anyways. However, yeah, the lemon in the headset. You can have it would be like I don't know, the collision of worlds. Maybe we'll fly in Harm too. No, I'm just joking. I would if Harm lived closer. If Harm lived closer, I would suggest him come as well, because I do enjoy Harm. I don't even know if he's still in here. You know? Maybe I'll say it again. Maybe I'll say bloody Harm, bloody harm free. Or should I say ollie oxen, ollie ox, oh fuck. Ollie harm free. Ollie harm free. Ollie oxen free. Always here, baby. Ollie harm free. But you know what? Let's actually play a game. The other day, you know what? Sorry. The other day, I know Sleepy was in here for a little bit. I don't know if Sleepy was in here towards the bend. And Taco was in here, and there's a couple other people. We had Midas in here and some lurkers. And you guys know I love the lurkers as well. just as much as I love the chat. But, you know, there's no... It's like picking which one of your kids are your favorite, right? But the other day I closed out the stream by doing some chess. I was playing chess with double cross, as you guys saw. I put right here. Yeah, I put double cross up here earlier, and that was a lot of fun playing chess. Maybe I'll play chess with one of you guys, or we can end a stream. I could do that once in a while, where I end a stream just by playing chess, because that was a lot of fun. If you guys weren't here for it, I fucked my brother-in-law in chess. I destroyed him. Maybe not destroyed him, but I did beat him. I think we played maybe 4. Taco can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to lie. I did lose one game, and I don't think I really lost it. It was a technicality. I ran out of time before he ran out of time, so he automatically won. But other than that, I won every other game. I think I probably won 4 out of 5. But the one I lost is a technicality. And I told my mom, I was talking to my mom today, and I told her, like, hey, I was with Double Cross last night, and we were playing chess on the stream, and she goes, please tell me you beat him. And I go, yeah, why? She told me, she's like, he's the worst sore loser. She goes, my parents have a cornhole set, and they'll play cornhole in their backyard down in Florida. And she goes, if I beat him in cornhole, he'll play me over and over and over again till he wins a game. She goes, my mom tells me, she goes, I'll actually lose on purpose just because I'm sick of playing cornhole. Because he won't let me leave until he wins one game. So I let her know that I was like, hey, I beat him like 3 times in a row or something. And then I told him, like, hey man, I gotta get off, gotta go to bed, take it easy, and I signed off. And she goes, oh, that probably ate him alive. So she was very happy. She thought that was hilarious. Double Cross lives down in Florida, you know, around where, obviously, he's my brother-in-law, so he's my sister's husband. He also streams. He's Double Cross 422. And before we jump in, I want to do 2 things. Because Harm is in here, I'll pull up a Harm clip real quick. And then I'll pull up a Double Cross. What do we got going on? It looks like I'm looking away, but I'm actually looking right at it. How do we get up that high? Doesn't Harm have such a soothing voice? You couldn't ever be mad at that guy. His girlfriend Crow, obviously Crow and him has probably had some type of disputes, but how can you stay mad at that guy? You know? I couldn't. So if Crow ever does you wrong, you always have a home here, Harm. You always have. How could you be mad at that guy? Oh, he does. I'll put out here. Yeah, there's my brother-in-law. If you guys haven't followed him either, he's pretty good. He does 7 years and no issues yet. Awesome, man. I love it. I love to hear happy stories like that. Again with Double Cross, you know, one of my favorite in-laws. I should say 1 out of 2, and he is the favorite. What do we got going on over here? We got the hypes. We got the soft devil dance. You know what? I gotta counter you, Harm. If I can. My emotes aren't working. I'll just throw out a bunch of these. Oh, you know what, guys? My emo game is not good right now. It's like slowing down my computer just trying to pull these emotes. I was trying to see if some of my emotes are populating, the ones that I have in what we call it, the status, I should say, in like an approval status, but they still have not been approved. They should be here by next week. All right, guys. So without further ado, I am going to do 2 things real quick, guys, just for you. The soft velvet is an amazing person. I'm not sure who that is. It looks like a dancing devil stripper. It's like, I don't. Soft as Velvet is an amazing person. Yeah, I don't know who that is though. It's just the little emote. I love your little jiggly emote. Is this another streamer? The rave one? I love the rave one. You know, I get a little jelly about that. Little jelly. Little peanut butter and jelly for that meme. Or not meme, the emote. So we're actually going to jump into an actual game, guys. We're not just going to sit here and chat the whole time. We got to make sure we do something, right? So I am going to put it on a BRB screen real quick. I'm going to go get a refill. I hope that all you guys get a refill of your lemon waters, your alcoholic beverages. If you're underage, I cannot suggest that. Don't drink alcohol, kids. And he's going to stand there like a lemon. I am not going to just stand here like a lemon. We are going to play. I don't know why I did that, but I promise. I do want to say that one of my friends that watches this stream, he's never been in the chat. He always goes into the stream after. He always watches it the day after and just listens to it. He's one of my best friends for a long time. Next time he comes and visits me, I'll definitely have him on. He's actually mailing me a Blue Yeti microphone, so I'm super pumped about that. I'm really excited, and we'll be plugging that in probably in the next couple weeks. He hasn't even he told me he was going to ship it like a week ago, and then I asked him about it because I bought an arm for it. It was like $20 on Amazon, and he told me, he's like, oh yeah, I forgot, I gotta send that still. so hopefully sometime this year we'll get a Yeti mic. And you guys will hear me super crystal clear, and then you guys will say, holy shit, is that his voice? Unfollow. Click. But, everyone get your refills of your lemon water, your alcoholic beverage. If you are of age, go to the restroom, because we're going to jump into some Mass Effect here in just a minute. I'm going to put it on BRB, and I'm going to do something that I never do. I'm going to run an ad break while it's on BRB. But here we go. Is that Zebra? Wait, before we go to the ad break, is that Zebra? Ew. What did I do? What did I do for the ew? Dark Gray Moon. I like to emphasize every part of Dark Gray Moon. Dark Gray Moon. Dark Gray Moon's Day. We celebrate. You know what, everyone? Since we got a couple people here in the chat, we got like it looks like 11 viewers. But and I don't know how real that is. We got some lurkers, and it just dropped down to 9 as soon as I say it. But I don't know what the ew is. What did I do? Oh, is it because I stared into the camera like a weirdo? I don't know why I did that. But Dark Gray Moon, let me know why. By the way, everyone on the Discord, we gotta send out Dark Gray Moon on Moon's Day, since that's the base of his name. We gotta make sure. Yep. Sorry, man. I'm a disgusting person. I'm not a cool guy. I just pretend. We are going to go in. What is this? C Fiasco. Who is C Fiasco? Thank you so much for the gifted subscription, Dark Gray Moon. I apologize for my disgusting face. I think Dark Gray Moons is trying to make up for it. I took no offense, by the way. You know what? Let's see if C Fiasco. I don't know who that is. I don't remember seeing C Fiasco in here before. Maybe he is. Maybe he has been in here before, though. We'll play a little bit of this though for him, since we are excited. Ole! No mami's way. No mami's way, pendejo. Alright guys, I promise you I'll be back in here in a little bit. I'm just going to get a quick refill. Get your refills, go to the restroom. We're going to BRB, and then we're going to jump into Mass Effect. Cool. Just like Community. Cool. Alright, take it easy.
day by day. I'm reaching out for someone who can take away the pain I feel for things I haven't done at all. I've lost my way, but how it felt I can't recall. Do I wanna try? Can I let it go? Running from the past, wanting to be sure. Chaos in my mind, constant deja vu. But every time, it comes back to you. Whoa, I'm still falling. Whoa, but it tastes bittersweet. Whoa, I keep on falling. Whoa, I like the taste of it. Whoa, I'm still falling. Whoa, but it tastes bittersweet. Whoa, I keep on falling. Whoa, I like the taste of it. I'm still falling. Whoa, but it tastes bittersweet. Whoa, I keep on falling. Whoa, I like the taste of it.
I am back. I am back. You're fearless. You're fearless, jester, I guess. I was able to take a quick bathroom break like I promised. I was able to get a quick drink. If you guys can see, my drink is nice and full and ready for tonight. I do think it's funny. I was thinking about while I was peeing, like, in 10 years, when I say, like, 10 years from now, I'll be 42. If I'm still doing this, you know, and that's in the air. But if I'm still doing this 10 years from now and I'm 42, when I say I'm going to go take a quick bathroom break, I'm just going to run in there and say, prostate, please don't fail me now. Prostate. Because every time I'm going to the bathroom in a public restroom and there's somebody next to me and they're going to the restroom, you hear the little squirt, squirt. It sounds like they're target shooting the piss. And I always feel so bad for those old guys with those enlarged prostates. So that's what I'm gonna. I just imagine with how my brokenness is becoming more broken, more and more and more. I know in like 10 years I want to say, prostate, don't fail me now. You guys want to see? You guys want to see the star of the show real quick? Come here. I see you blocking the light over there. Come on. Ah, show yourself. Show yourself. He just wants to cuddle. Look at this guy. Oh. Here we go. Let's get some. There we go. Aw, look at that Charlie boy. Look at all this Charlie. Look at all the love you get, Bucko. There we go. Oh, now he's trying to be a parrot. Oh, there we go. All right, buddy. You're gonna have to not. The problem with him, this dog's actually, you guys can't tell, because I got half of this tooth right here. Not half, but right here in the middle. He chipped my tooth. I have like a fake little thing that's glued on to make it look like I have a full tooth right there. Because he broke my tooth, not in half, but he just chipped off the corner. Because he does spaz out a little bit. I'll put him on my lap once in a while, and he's chill for about 2 seconds. But and he sheds, so that's why I'm wiping myself off. He is a cutie. He's a spaz though. I was drinking. I think I was drinking Dos Equis actually. I was big in Dos Equis for a little bit, and I was drinking Dos Equis. I put him on my lap or whatever, and he was kind of just chilling. I was just trying to. I was probably a little buzzed, where I thought, like, in my head, like, maybe this dog will change, you know, because I'm a pretty chill person. Maybe this dog will get on my lap, and then he'll see my chillness. I'm pretty buzzed. I'm cool, and I wasn't thinking clearly, and maybe he'll see my chillness, and he'll be chill too. And I put him on my lap. He was cool. And then he had like a little spaz attack because he was getting overly excited that he was on my lap. And I was drinking the Dos Equis, and he hit the Dos Equis, and it chipped my tooth. And then I threw him off my lap and said, "What the fuck? Why'd you do that, dog? I'm just trying to enjoy this Dos Equis." Cat. I do have a cat as well. The one that slept on the modem that everyone knows. I'm not sure where he is right now. When I first started the stream, I had this because in Wyoming we get. Oh, it was my dog Charlie, the one that was just on me. I don't know if you saw it, Dark Gray. Charlie, come on back over here. Maybe you're getting your refill. This is Charlie. If you didn't see before, here we go. Charlie, look at the camera, Bucko. Look at the camera, big boy. So this is Charlie Sheen. That's his full name. And we named him Charlie Sheen because he's a crackhead. You know? He's like a, well, I should say cokehead. He's just really, really hyper. Oh, buddy. He didn't want to get off my lap. Go, 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 go. I know. I overstimulated you. He'll fall asleep here in a little bit. He'll fall. Yeah, but he acts like a little cokehead, so we called him Charlie Sheen. So that's his actual name. When we bring him to the vet and stuff, they go, Charlie Sheen? Charlie Sheen? And I go, yeah, it's this dog right here. Enjoy this psycho. And I hand him off. But I've had him for, Charlie, when did I get you? When did I get you, Charlie? I think 2014, maybe? So he's, maybe 2013. I think he's about, no, 2014, because I think he's about 8 years old now. But I got him in Alaska. It's a sad story, his little story when he was born and all this stuff, and I won't go too much into that. But I will say that he saved my life. You know, tiger blood. He did save my life. I will say that, and I'll be forever grateful for that. I was dumb and parked my car when I was moving from Alaska back down to the 48 in the United States. What some people will call the greater United States. They'll call it the lower 48 because Hawaii and Alaska make up the other 50. And I was driving through, and right when I left Alaska, I went into Canada. I just pulled into like an old campground that was closed for the season because it was still winter, essentially. Or no, it wasn't winter. It was like October, and it dropped down overnight. It went down to like negative 20 degrees. And I had this sleeping bag, and he was sleeping on top of me, and I remember I woke up, and I was shivering my ass off, like, violently shaking, at, like, 5 o'clock in the morning. I got, a couple hours of sleep, and this dog was shaking as well, and he was on top of me. So we were just both, like, almost in hyperthermia. And then one of the scariest moments that ever happened, because I am miles and miles and miles away from civilization, and we're out in the middle of nowhere. There's no cell phone signal, nothing, and hyperthermia. Yeah, and did I say hypothermia? Hyperthermia. I pressed. At the time, I had the press start on my car, and I go to press the car, and the engine, because it's so cold, the engine wasn't turning over, and it was going, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die out here, out in the middle of nowhere in Canada. And I did it a couple times, and the engine finally turned over. And I wasn't thinking clearly, so what I did was probably dumb, is I was shaking violently, like I said. He was shaking violently on top of me, trying to keep me warm. And he's probably the reason why I'm still alive. And it was just too cold to start. But it finally turned over, the car was started. I was super relieved because I thought I was gonna die. And he kind of like stayed on me, and then I kicked him off, and I brought out some like baby wipes, and I started taking like a little baby wipe bath little shower in the car, and I don't know why my brain was like, I need to be clean, because as soon as I started wiping myself, that coldness of the baby wipes that were frozen and I was warming it up with my body trying to clean myself, it made me so much colder. That was the dumbest thing I ever did. But it worked out. I'm here, I'm alive, I'm well, and now I have a little story to tell. A little story. I will say another one, but let's jump in the game. So you guys can see, we went into Fable, we went into Stardew Valley yesterday, and then we did chess, which I will say I really, really, really enjoyed. Love it. The other thing, I will say the other thing that happened in regards of Canada was when I was driving, there's this little truck stop area where there's a hotel that's also a strip club. And I didn't know. I just saw, like, it was like a motel. I shouldn't say hotel. It's way too fancy. It was like this little hole in the wall, little shitty motel. And I slept in my car for a couple days, and I was just excited to see something that I could sleep in. And there were so many bears. Like, you're in Canada, right? In Alaska, that area. There's so many bears on the side of the road because the bears will go to the road to stay warm. And it was just like every 2 miles I was passing a bear. Like, bear, bear, bear. And so I finally was like, you know what? I don't feel safe sleeping in my car tonight because there's so many bears out, and I have food in the car. So I stopped at a motel, and the motel I stopped at was the only one around, and it was a motel / strip club. So I went down, had a couple drinks, went to the strip club. I don't know if you guys ever been to a strip club out in the middle of nowhere. It's not really anything to write home about. Not really. And I went down there, had a couple beers, and then went back to my room. I was just excited that they allowed dogs. Report to the council and warn a sovereign's plan to attack the council. We did that though. Find the conduit. The cluster and the find clues of Saren. So we did do that. Maybe it didn't save. Let's go over here and maybe. I just want to see. No, you know what? It did save. That's strange though. That's super, super strange. Let's go into my journal real quick. It looks like we got a lot of things going on right here. Those are all completed. Alright, so the grayed out are all completed. We have assignments as well. So what is the assignments? Go to system. Cool. The logs mention something about the Mantano system and the Maroon Sea cluster. What? That would be a good place to start your investigation. We got the Geth activities. Head to Armstrong Nebula cluster to investigate where the Geth are up to. Let's say the Armstrong Nebula cluster. Let's look at that.
I forwarded the mission update to the Citadel, Commander. We got confirmation on those reinforcements.
Okay.
Ambassador Udina wants us to report back to the Citadel. The Council's massing a joint species fleet to deal with Saren and his Geth.
Good.
Knew they'd come around.
I remember FAMs.
I want the Normandy at the head.
Remember
of that.
Bears
Yes,
and Lit being they had a rough time. Wait. I remember FAMs. Remember Bears and Lit being they had a rough time. Dark Gray. I'll be honest, man. I don't know what that means. I'm not sure entirely what that means, man. But I'm guessing you can clarify.
Good job, Shepard. Thanks to you, the Council's finally taking real action against Saren.
The Ambassador is correct. If Saren is foolish enough to attack the Citadel, as you believe, we will be ready for him.
Patrols are stationed at every mass relay linking Citadel space to the Terminus systems.
It's not enough.
You think a blockade's going to stop him? He's on Ilos looking for the conduit right now. What are you doing about that?
Let's look.
Ilos is only accessible to the Mu relay, deep inside the Terminus systems, Commander. If we send a fleet in there, the only possible outcome is full-scale war.
Now is the time for discretion, Commander. Saren's greatest weapon was secrecy. Exposed, he is no longer a threat. This is over.
No, send me after him.
One ship going into the Terminus systems won't start a war. I can be discreet.
You detonated a nuclear device on Vermeer. I wouldn't call that discreet.
Your style served you well in the Traverse, Commander. We recognize that. But Ilos requires a deft touch. We have the situation under control.
What about the conduit?
Secrecy isn't his greatest weapon. The conduit is.
Saren is a master manipulator. The conduit is just a distraction from his real plan to attack the Citadel.
The conduit's
Saren
real.
finds the conduit, we're all screwed. We have to go to Ilos.
Ambassador Udina, I get the sense Commander Shepard isn't willing to let this go.
There are serious political implications here, Shepard. Humanity's made great gains thanks to you, but now you're becoming more trouble than you're worth.
Oh no.
Bastard! You're selling us out!
It's just politics, Commander. You've done your job, now let me do mine. We've locked out all the Normandy's primary systems until further notice you're grounded.
This is a mistake. Should I say this is a mistake? This is stupid, or you son of a bitch? I'll just say this is a
Are
mistake.
you insane? After everything I've done, you still don't believe me?
I think it's time for you and your team to leave, Commander. This no longer concerns you. The Council can handle this, with my help, of course.
All the diplomatic. He's just trying to leverage his position, trying to stay into power. As all politicians, right? They get into position, they get into power, and they just do whatever they want to stay there.
I hate being right.
About the
I
council?
thought they'd listen. That they'd see.
You're an optimist, Skipper. Times like this, I'm glad I'm not. The Council's used to being the biggest kid on the playground. They don't want to believe Daddy's coming to pick them up. And eat them, I guess.
What is it? What do we do? Don't give up.
I don't care if I have to go to President Huerta. I won't sit back and wait for the Reapers to start killing people.
Whatever you come up with, you can count me in.
All right, Ashley.
I know I'm not the easiest person in the world to get to know, so I'll do you a favor. Just this once.
Friends visiting Native American children visiting bear country with grizzlies. Oh yeah.
You made me say it.
What part of
Boom goes my feminine
So when you say
spirit.
Native American, I'm obviously America. What part of the United States? What part of the United States did they come visit? I remember fams, remember bears, and lit. They have been a rough time. Yeah. What part of the United States did they go to? And what is it? Dark Gray Moon. Have you been to the United States? That's another question. We got a couple people in here. We got I shouldn't say a couple. It seems like we got Harm, and we got Sleepy that are all in the United States. But have you been to the United States yourself? And if not, that's cool. But the United States is so big. It's crazy big. We have, I would say, I've been to other countries, not a huge amount. I have never been to Europe. No, sadly, I've not. And the United States is kind of crazy because you go to one part of the United States, it's 100% different than the other. But I will say, obviously this is patriotic when I would say the United States is one of the most unique countries and but I do honestly firmly believe that because I've been to other countries where like you go to countries and they're more a mountainous country, or you go to a country and they're more tropical, or you go to a country and they're more like desert, right? And the United States kind of just has all of it, right? We have mountains, we have desert, we have tropical beaches, we have like a little bit of everything, and the culture in the United States changes so dramatically based on where you're at within the country. It's insane. Like obviously you guys know that I lived in Ohio as a kid. I went to Florida, and then I went to Alaska, lived in Massachusetts, and now Wyoming. And within that, I can definitely say that the culture, the environment, everything is just 100% different. I went from like the Midwest to tropical beaches to Massachusetts, where it's more flatland, but it's like city and that kind of stuff. And you have all the Massachusetts people, which I'll be honest, not the friendliest people, not the greatest people. I feel like it's like such a I don't want to say it, but it's such like a Donald Trump type talking point where it's like, not the greatest people. I can't do the voice, but not the greatest people are there. They're kind of mean, Even when my wife We went on a trip and we were in the Midwest, and they were being so nice in the Midwest that she was scared because she's not used to people being that nice to like other people. She grew up in Massachusetts most of her life, and when people were being so nice to us, she was like, "Holy shit, I'm afraid to go to sleep." We were at a motel, and it's so weird. And then obviously now Wyoming is more mountainous and all that kind of stuff. We have the mountains down in Colorado, like Colorado. You have the, I don't remember what it's called, that mountain range that goes all the way down to like Arizona, comes up to Colorado and comes up north. Yeah, there's a name for it. The Rocky Mountains. The Rocky Mountains. And it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. Going hiking up there, you go to the Garden of the Gods in Colorado, go to all these places. It's a lot of fun. And Alaska's like that too. But family friends with native friends, far Alaskan, and like, oh, so up in Alaska, they went up to Alaska. That's a beautiful country. Alaska's like a different world. It's almost like you died and came up in Narnia a little bit, right? You see the moose coming over, and the moose are like, sometimes you get the big bull moose, and they're almost as big as they're as big as an SUV. Like, I came up with one in my car, and he was crossing the street, and like, I swear, promise you, the bottom of the belly seemed like it started like above my SUV that I was driving in. It was insane. They're like creatures off Narnia sometimes when they're full grown. Hours and hours in Alaska. And I've been up in Alaska in a lot of places because of my job and stuff, like going up to the Arctic Circle and doing that kind of stuff, doing sling loads, which is when you have, if you guys see like old Vietnam footage in the United States when they're in Vietnam, but when they had the little like sling loads on the bottom of the helicopters, like carrying cargo, I was doing sling loads up in the Arctic mountains to repair radar sites up there, and it was just so insane as far as like the country up there and all the things that you get to see. It's beautiful. I know the plane field in New Jersey, and I know the place is dangerous, kind of like here. Yeah, New Jersey can be a little bit of a dangerous place. And when you're talking about, obviously, New Jersey is its own state. It's not exactly New York, but they bleed into each other a lot. And New York is pretty dangerous too. When you get like dangerous cities in the United States, especially in the last like 2 years, some of the tops are like LA is really dangerous. You have New York, and you have Chicago. Those are like some of the three heads when it comes to this stuff. Boston kind of, surprisingly was able to stay pretty copacetic. They're able to stay pretty okay. Yes, New York too is full of Maros. I don't know what that means. Maros. I'm guessing it's something in Spanish. Please clarify. I don't know what that means there, Taco. But yeah, New York. And you know what? People love New York City. It's a beautiful place if you go there to visit. I would never live there. I know people say that about cities often, but honestly, it's like you go there, it's beautiful in a sense where it just feels like unworldly a little bit. You have the giant buildings and everything's so close together, but yes, so big that it just seems insane. It's a delinquent gain. Oh, yeah, that doesn't sound fun. That doesn't sound fun. Yeah, I don't know anything about the Maros. I know obviously the Bloods, Crips are a big gain, and then you have and then you also have the Latin Kings are a big gain in the United States. And then you have Hell's Angels, which is weird. Hell's Angels can be like a dangerous game, but also can be like a game that just meets up, gets drunk, and then cleans highways. It's like, that's like one of the ones that are like, it's either bad or, not, I won't say good. And then the Mongols is another biker game. Did you hear about the kid that streamed the mass shooting in New York not too long ago? Yeah, I did. He streamed it on Twitch, actually. And he And Twitch, Twitch was able to take that thing down in less than 2 minutes. I'm putting my controller down because now I'm talking. And that was insane. He was able to pull, like, Twitch being able to pull that down in less than 2 minutes. That's insane. Like, them finding that. But it didn't stop the governor of New York to attack video games. Was trying to hold Twitch responsible, saying they need to shut down the website if they're not able to shut down these streams fast enough. When they did shut it down, I would say relatively fast. And imagine shutting down the state of New York every time there's a crime. Like, that's essentially what the governor's saying, which is insane, right? If they had to shut down the state of New York every time there's a crime, there'd be no New York. It would just, the economy would crash. Yeah, you playing it all in Discord. Yeah, that was insane. And you know what? I will say, and then New York is crazy. Like, you get a lot of that kind of stuff. New York has really strict gun laws, that kind of stuff, but obviously it doesn't work there. But, and I won't go into that because obviously that's divisive, but New York, they had a shooting just not too long ago. They had a shooting in the subway where the guy was shooting, and it was obviously it was a race issue there too. And then they had the same type of thing where it was a race issue for the kid that was streaming it. And both obviously opposing race, you know, like opposing different sides, you know, and stuff like that. And it's both equally evil. And I just think that it's crazy that that happened so quickly, back to back, you know. It's sad to see. It's sad to see, 100%. And I hate to see stuff like that. You know, you guys know that I'm an advocate of gun rights and stuff like that. It's just like, I hate to see the abuse and all that kind of stuff in the system, and yeah, it makes you start thinking about some other things, and I just, you know, I hate to see it. The entire thing was sad on both accounts. You had the shooting inside of the subway where there's mainly a lot of lake shots and there's a lot of people injured, and then you have the one where I think there's 11 people that died in the one in the grocery store with the kid that streamed it. And I think he was 18. Obviously he had a lot of mental issues and that kind of stuff, and just like, for those to not be addressed and those to kind of get thrown under the rug, it's sad to see. But it's definitely, I would be on the camp that there's a mental issue that's not being addressed, and those type of people that have those type of mental issues that show a pattern or show like a history of it, that they shouldn't be allowed to. And obviously most of the time they're not allowed. Obviously the United States has pretty loose gun laws in comparison to other places. New York is probably one of the strictest places in the United States. So is California and all that kind of stuff, in Chicago, Illinois. Those are some of the most strictest places with gun laws. And most of the killings are obviously illegal firearms, like people that are having them illegally. But that was a legal one, and that was somebody that fell through the cracks. And I think that when they should have went through his, obviously that stuff got erased from his history, I think, of like things that were happening before he was an adult, and it shouldn't have been. It shouldn't have been at all. It's like some states, if you have a marijuana card, they won't let you buy a gun. But this kid had some serious mental issues, and they still allowed him to purchase it, you know? I think the United States really shows precedence to minors, and I understand why. I understand why you want to wash out some of the things, because a lot of things that people do as children, they grow up and they you know, become different people and that kind of stuff. I understand the thought process there. I just don't think that you should, you know, clean the slate completely so people can't find it. Because I don't know, if obviously there's a lot of streamers and not streamers, but a lot of people in here that are from different countries. In the United States, it's like they do FBI background checks every time you buy a weapon, even in the loosest states. The loosest states with the loosest gun laws, Wyoming's one of them. And I bought a firearm not too long ago, a Glock 30. It's a 45 ACP little handgun, and it's mainly for hiking and that kind of stuff, in case I approach a bear or approach wolves and they're getting aggressive. you know, just to kind of like be able to fight them off a little bit. Ever since I went into a, I think I've said it before, but ever since I went to a little thing where a bunch of wolves ripped up a deer while I was on a hike, I went and got that Glock 30, and I haven't hiked without it because I was just afraid that I would run into that pack of wolves someday. But and hopefully it never happens, and hopefully if it does happen, you know, we're good to go. But even in Wyoming, they do FBI background checks as far as purchasing a firearm, and obviously my slate has been clean my entire life. You know, I have no crimes, no nothing like that. But this kid did have stuff as a minor, and that should have been recognized, and that should have been put in the forefront, and he shouldn't have been able to buy that. You know? It's just insane. Like, I understand people use it and that kind of stuff, but like, and I know I might lose people on this, and I don't know if I'm going to make anyone upset. I just, because I'm kind of like playing it broad, and it's really what I believe, and the problem with that is you get people upset that are on one side of issue, and then people upset on the other side of issue when you run in the middle. And I know that's an issue. I know that's an issue. So if you guys are still here, I apologize for that rant. I apologize for that rant. I just believe that people on one side have I would say tribal think, where they all think in the same like hey, you're on this side politically, you're in this box. You're on this side politically, and you're in this box. And these are like, you know, these are the issues, and you're only allowed to agree this way, this way, this way, this way. And these are the issues, you're only allowed to agree this way, this way, this way. And I think the smart thing to do, or the most logical thing to do, is to look at everything individually, decide what you believe based off the evidence that are at hand, and go that direction. The problem with doing that, though, and the struggle that I come with meeting people and being in life and that kind of stuff, is that if you take that route, it's always going to be the hardest route to go, because people aren't going to agree with you on one side, and people aren't going to agree with you on the other side in separate issues. So you're going to piss off one political party, and then you're going to piss off the other political party without even realizing it, because you're like, hey, I agree with you in this, but I don't agree with this. And they're going to be, fuck you. And then you go to the other political party and you're like, I agree with XYZ, but I don't agree with your ABC. And they're going to say, fuck you. You know, it's just like, there's so many people that have this tribal like mindset where they're like stuck in this little thing, and they're like, I only think this way. And I just think it's divisive, and I think that it's counterproductive. That's one of the things I love about the South and love about Midwest. I know they have their problems too, but it does seem that people can sit down and have a dialogue and be able to work out situations where you don't see that in some other places. Like in Massachusetts, I've been kicked, I'll say it, I said the other word for an idiot on accident, and I was kicked out of a bar and spit on for it, you know, because obviously they're very far in one political party. But, and that is like heresy, you know, they kicked me out, they spit on me, all that kind of stuff. And it was all because a bartender asked me, he was asking a bunch of people questions. He said, hey, would you rather not be able to read or not be able to hear music? And I said, I'd rather not be able to hear music, because I couldn't read, I'd be an idiot. And because I said that, I was looked at as the most far, you know, opposite party in their eyes, and they kicked me out of the bar and was spitting on me while I was leaving. Like, where when I was in Texas, you have one political party, you have the other political party, everyone has a dialogue, people are able to conversate, people were able to like converse, that's the right word. People are able to converse, and people are able to share their opinions and debate and have an open dialogue, and I think that's probably the most healthiest. The funny thing was, in Florida's the same way. I think the funny thing was when I was in Texas, it's just like the dynamic outside the country, people don't think this happens, but it happens very often in the United States, where the person that was very far, like very, very conservative, was this Mexican guy who was a big Trump supporter, all this kind of stuff, and there was like this white college kid that was like the very opposite. He was far left, and they had this huge argument with each other, and not huge argument. They had this huge debate, and they were talking for a long time. And I was just sitting at the bar, and I would chime in once in a while. And at the end of the day, we were all just kind of buying each other drinks and having fun. You don't see that in other parts of the country. There's a lot of words being fired and people getting upset, like overly upset, and people getting kicked out of places. And I think that be able to talk it out, be able to try to figure out where other people stand and figure out other people's mindsets, and then just, you know, have a round of drinks and have fun. I think that's the best course to take, you know? Yeah, thank you for still being here. Thank you for saying don't apologize. I just want to make that clear. I noticed as soon as I went into that ramp, I started dropping viewers. I started dropping them. Yeah, and it makes sense. It makes sense. I think that middle of the road thing is not the most thing, and that's what it's not the most popular, right? You make people pissed off on both sides, and yeah, obviously people dropped. People just stopped watching me because of that. So I'm sorry to you guys that left, but at the same time, for you guys that still here, I appreciate that as well. I appreciate. So I'm gonna read this and try to figure out where I'm still talking about. We got there. You made it. They made me say it. Boom! There goes my feminine mystique. I know you care. Feminine, right? What's to say?
I had a hell of a time figuring you out, but I think I have. I want you to be happy too.
You better.
I really like this dialogue right now between Ashley. Holy shit! I don't know if I've had a conversation with her. There's a lot of chemistry, a lot of tension right here. Are they gonna kiss?
Sorry to interrupt, Commander. Got a message from Captain Anderson.
What is going on? The rough. We got a little. Obviously, we know that there can be a possible love interest right there. All right, give me the message.
What did he want?
Only said to meet him in that club in the wards. Flux.
Sounds important. You'd better go.
Let's do it. So we're gonna go in the club wards. Let's bring Garrus and Rex, because I feel like we're gonna be fighting humans. If you guys don't know, Kaden, we lost Kaden in the last one. It was between Kaden and Ashley. We chose Ashley. I think Taco was the first one to chime in on that, and that's why we went through with it. Love interest, yes, they can have coitus. They can have coitus, so to speak. And yeah, they can make the, you know, they can dance with the devil. They can dance with the devil. Play a little Red Rover. A little Red Rover, if you catch my drift. Okay, let's accept that squad. A little Red Rover.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
The other day I was playing a little Red Rover with the devil. I kept on dying so much. I think Taco and Sleepy were in here for that. On Thursday, I was not doing well on that mission. So we need to go down to, I think, the club area.
After years of poor economic performance, ExoGeni has announced that its research colony on Pharos is finally returning a profit. New discoveries and a dedicated colonization effort have finally paid off for ExoGeni.
So that was...
ExoGeni's stock rose sharply with the announcement, with investors pleased at this surprising news.
Well, that's nice. I'm glad we were able to help out that defense contractor. That's... Even at the Citadel, so far in the
Commander
future.
Shepard?
Uh-oh. Let's
Police have
talk.
been seen in Al-Jalani, Westerland News. Would you answer a few questions for our viewers?
All right.
What do you want to know?
You've been given a unique position to represent our race. People want to get a sense of how you'll do that.
Let's see what we can do.
Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
Honored. It's just another job.
The Spectres represent the best of every species in the galaxy. To be asked to join them is an honor.
Some have said your appointment is the Citadel throwing humans a bone. Have you encountered any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
It's not like
The Council
that.
is concerned with the needs of the whole galactic community. We're part of that community now. Our needs are on their agenda, but we're one of many.
You really do believe that, don't you? You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
Actually, the Normandy was co-developed by human and Turian engineers. Its design incorporates many innovations, all of which are classified, I'm afraid.
So the Turians have knowledge of the Normandy that is being kept secret from the Alliance public? Do you think it
What?
was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
The crew is still Alliance.
I wasn't aware it had been handed over to anyone. I'm in command, and last I checked, I'm human. Same goes for my crew.
Human, yes, but you do work for the Citadel now, Commander. Speaking of your new job, did the Council order you to sabotage human research concern on Noveria?
Wait, sorry. Speaking of the new job, did the Council order you to sabotage the human research concern on Noveria? There was an accident. Let's say that's classified.
I'm afraid I can't discuss the details of my missions.
So you were there on a mission from the Council? That's very
This is a little bit of a got you
Given your
journalism.
recent experiences, do you think humanity will ever get the respect it deserves from the galactic community?
If we earn it.
Respect's a funny thing. People always assume they deserve it. The truth is, respect is earned. And I firmly believe we can earn it.
You're an idealist, Commander, but a sincere one. I hope you're right.
I wonder how they're gonna twist that interview and take things out of context. I wonder. I don't trust the journalists in here as much as I would trust any other other journalists. So rumors back home is that you're tracking a rogue spectre named Saren. Do you have any comment on that? I cannot confirm nor deny. This interview is over. He was left on. Let's say I cannot confirm
nor
nor
deny. I can't
deny.
comment on whatever my current assignment may or may not be.
Don't worry, we'll find out. The eyes of Earth are on you. Don't let
us down.
Thank you for your time, Commander Shepard.
There we go. And yes. So I do remember a little bit over here. So we could do a fast travel. Let's see what the fast travel will take us.
I used to have an
Trying to get over here. We got the wards location. I think it's down the wards. The Flux. I think that was the name of it. So we're at the Flux. Who's this guy?
Soldier, I've got a major situation, and I need help from somebody with humanity's interests at heart.
Alright, I'm
What
listening.
kind of situation are we talking about?
Of course, right to business. That's why humanity has the best damn fleet in the galaxy. My name is Elias Keeler. I'm an alliance negotiator.
Little bit of a
big session coming up with the
specious, huh?
Solarians.
A little
You
bit.
believe what's riding on this. I'm fighting for humanity on this one, just like you are.
Okay, I get it. I'll say cut the act.
Don't try to sell me on this. Just tell me what you want.
I need you to buy a mental stimulant for me. It's legal, but restricted. I've purchased the monthly limit, and I need more from the medbay.
You're an addict.
Keeler, you've got a problem. You need to get treatment.
It might look that way from the outside, but this is just a one-time slip-up.
Ooh.
All the top negotiators are on stimulants.
A little
close to
bit
the
of a
legal limit. It's
crackhead.
The way the game is played.
The
I
game
don't
is
see all
wrong.
the top negotiators soliciting help to go over the legal limit, Keeler.
Maybe you're right. I've been trying to keep humanity strong, and maybe I've pushed myself too hard. I'll tell you what, this will be the last time I use the stimulant. After this deal is finished, I'll get treatment.
You need
no
help.
trade negotiation is worth ruining your life for. Let it go and get help.
You don't understand. Humanity needs me.
He's
and I
like,
need that stimulant.
he's like, I'm a crackhead. I'm a crackhead. And a little tapping.
I get so
I
tired
guess
when
that's
I
what
run
they
out of
do.
stimulant. I just need one more boost.
You'll be okay.
There's no shame in having a problem, but you have to get treatment.
You're right. I'll go tell my assistant. I shouldn't be working like this. I'll get help. I'm just sorry it came to this.
Well, that sucks. Well, we were able to deal with that without actually doing anything, so at the end of the day, that's the best that could happen. What's over here? Is this the flux? Oh, directions to the flux. Oh, the flux is over this way. Over yonder. I was in the right location? So this isn't the most fun. Oh shit. How do I get this away? Maybe it's that one.
Fire in the hole!
Oh shit.
Take out those hostiles!
No hostiles, sorry. What do I do?
Regroup!
Alright, let's just bring my weapon. I guess I have to talk to somebody.
Sorry, I'm kind of busy right now. So, what can I do for you?
Problems?
What were you discussing with the Volus?
Who, Doran? Oh, I was just asking him about my sister. See, she worked for Doran before she left to... Ugh, sorry. I don't want to bore you with my problems.
It's okay.
I'm interested to hear what you have to say.
Well, okay. My sister Jenna left here to go work at Cora's Den. The problem is, she's working as an informant for CSEC. You know, eavesdropping on the people there. If they find out what she's doing, they'll kill her.
Being
That's
an
not
informant
good.
is a dangerous job.
That's what
Being
I've been
a
telling her.
snitch.
I don't know. Sometimes I think she stays there just to spite me.
Have you talked to
Do you know
CSEC?
who her contact at CSEC is?
No, it's all very secret. Last time I asked an officer, he told me to stay out of it, for Jenna's safety.
I'll speak
Maybe
with
I
her.
could help her understand just how dangerous Cora's Den is.
Would you? That'd be great. Just don't tell her I sent you. Well, I should get back to work before I get in trouble.
So...
Thanks.
Oh, there's Captain Anderson.
I heard what happened.
They pulled me off the mission. Just like when they forced you to give up the Normandy.
I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to warn you, but there was no way to get a message to you before you docked.
Ooh.
I know you're pissed off right now, but you can't give up. They all think this is over, but we both know it's not. You have to go to Ilos. You have to stop Saren from using the conduit.
There's only one ship that can get me into the Terminus systems undetected, and she's grounded.
Citadel controls locked out all the Normandy's systems, but if we override the Ambassador's orders, we can get them to bring the Normandy back online. You
There
can
we go.
regain the Terminus systems before anyone even knows you're gone.
Tell me what to do.
What's the plan?
I can unlock the Normandy from one of the consoles in the Citadel Control Center. You'll have a few minutes before anyone realizes what happened.
That's a restricted area patrolled by armed guards. How are you going to get in?
Leave that to me. Just make sure
Ooh.
you're in the Normandy when the systems come back online.
You're gonna get yourself killed. There has to be another way.
Ambassador Udina issued the lockdown order. If I can hack into the computer in his office, maybe I can override it.
He won't just stand by while you use his computer.
Hopefully he won't be there. If he is, I'll just have to think of something.
The ambassador won't forgive this, Captain. You'll be charged with treason, capital offense.
We don't have a lot of options. I break into the ambassador's computer.
He's
Or I
really
take my chances
putting up
with the
for one for the
controls in
team.
Citadel Control.
All right.
You'll have a better chance if you go after the Ambassador's computer.
Hold on a second.
I was hoping you'd say that. The ambassador has made this personal. You ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
Ready.
Let's do it.
I'll take care of the lockdown. You get down to the Normandy and tell Joker to stand by.
All right. Look at these. Look at these people dancing. I can't really dance in this game. I do think it's funny that Rex is just kind of just chilling in the middle of the dance floor right now. He's like, hey, I can be a part of this too. Citadel back. Let's go to the ward locations. CTEX, Cora's Den, Markets, Med Clinic. Let's go to Cora's Den and go talk to Jenny real quick. I think that's her name. What do you want, Finch?
They told me it was you, but I didn't believe it. Shepard grew up and turned into a soldier.
I'm sorry, you are?
We met?
Name's Finch. You probably don't remember me, but we ran together in the 10th Street Reds. Maybe you don't remember it yourself, running in a gang. None of the vids mention it when they're talking about you.
I'm not ashamed.
My history is a matter of public record. I've got nothing to hide.
Really? What if someone gave an interview talking about Commander Shepard's history in the gangs? We're not trying to cause you trouble, Shepard. We just want a favor, for old time's sake.
That's
One of the
a little bit of
Kurt
blackmail.
Wiseman, got picked up by Turians. We'd like you to talk to the Turian guard in the bar and get Kurt out.
Reason for
What
the
was
arrest.
this guy arrested for?
Some stupid minor offense. Maybe he had a little red sand. You know how the Turians are. They declared him a problem, and they're shipping him back for a trial.
Not jailbreak?
You're not asking me to break Wiseman out of jail, are you?
Of course not. But word has it you've got some pull with the aliens.
as
What
I'm
we're asking you to do is
as I'm
pull a
with two
little-
aliens. That was an easy thing to guess. No deal.
My gang days are over, Finch. Get out of my way.
Suit yourself, Shepard. If you change your mind, he's over in Cora's den. Take care of this, and you'll never see me again. And Shepard, you might not run with the Reds anymore, but you really don't want us as your enemies.
Ooh, a little bit of threats. Easy peasy. Easy peasy? What is it? What's the end of that, Taco? What's the end of the easy peasy? Where's Jenna? There she is. There's a patron, there's a Torian guard. Who's this person? Is this the guy that's on my ship? Okay. Let's talk to this person.
I'll be with you in just a sec.
This will be quick.
I'll wait right here.
Why do I get the feeling you're not here to order drinks?
I
Sorry.
need to talk to you about your work with CSEC.
I don't know what you're talking about. Now, if you don't mind, I need to get back to my customers.
Trying to help you.
This isn't a game, Jenna.
This is probably not something we should be talking about out in
My
the...
sister.
I've
Why
heard
is everyone
both.
so concerned about
Easy
it? I can take
peasy,
care of
lemon
myself.
squeezy. Or nacho cheesy.
go.
Yes,
I'm not a
I have
stripper.
heard both.
don't get paid to stand around.
I was thinking of the lemon squeezy when I said it, though.
I'm busy. The other waitress is gonna help you.
Alright, so she's not gonna listen. But I tried. Who are you? Is it?
If you've got questions about Jenna, meet me at CSEC Academy.
What did you just say?
Push off. I never did nothing to you. Damn newcomers. Think they can run the place.
What the hell was that about?
I guess we'd better go find out.
Alright, I guess we... I didn't hear the cheesy. Yeah, nacho cheesy.
If you feel lucky, we should visit the casino.
Alright, so we're gonna go over to the academy, which I want to say is up here. We'll run over here real quick. Yo, Harm, are you still here, buddy? Harm free. Ollie Ollie harm free. I'm just curious. Curiosity sometimes kills. You know, cats apparently. I don't know what that guy just said.
You're the Spectre, right?
Who the hell's telling me that? This guy?
Commander Shepard, it is an honor to speak with you.
Thanks.
What's this demonstration about?
I'm Charles Saraceno of the Terra Firma Party. With Armistice Day coming soon, we're making our voices heard by the alien appeasers on the Presidium. Can I count on your support in the next election?
Appeasers are right?
Sorry.
I don't know what that
I
means.
believe we need to work peacefully with other races.
We've heard that before in human history. Well-meaning naivete leads to declarations of peace in our time. We can't allow anything like Shan-Shi to happen again.
What
I
is
don't suppose I
Shan-Shi?
can convince you to issue a public statement of support for my candidacy. The support of the first human Spectre would be invaluable.
It's inappropriate for an active duty officer to publicly comment on politics.
That is true.
Of course. I apologize for making the request. Thank you for your time, Commander. Remember Terra Firma on Election Day, because Terra Firma remembers you.
I'm sorry, Terraforma. Earth first! Okay, we got CSEC Academy going down here. The elevator at the end of the hallway leads to the CSEC Academy. The Alliance docking bay can be found. Okay. And this ends up, you know, killing two birds with one stone, essentially. We can go to the CSEC Academy. We can find that Torian, and then as soon as we're done with the CSEC Academy, we can go straight over to. What is this? We can go right over to the ship.
The excavation team has appealed to
The little thing that I'm afraid of is this is a lot of the main storyline, and hopefully I'm not underprepared going into it. So that would be problematic, obviously. So we are in the C-Sect Academy right now. We have. There's that. Obviously, that was dumb. Let's see. Let's over here. I want to see if it's. No, that's just that. Can I just. Okay. Keeper scan has been uploaded into the database. That is over at that little repair droid. So you've never heard didn't hear the, what you call it, Nacho Cheesy? They're, still have too low, huh? The C-Sect officer? Maybe it's that guy.
Hello, Commander.
Nope. There's that guy we talked to before. There's Garrus. There's somebody right there. I'm not sure.
Come into my... No offense, Commander, but what the hell were you thinking?
Sorry? What?
Excuse me?
You could have blown Jenna's cover.
We were trying to help her.
I gathered that. It might seem cold letting her take all the risk, but we're keeping a close eye on her.
Do you really need to risk her life to get the information you want?
This job isn't easy and it's usually unpleasant. I'll take help anywhere I can find it. But since you're so concerned with her safety, maybe there's a way we can help each other.
Ooh, a little
nice
bit
to
of
see
a...
you're still working all the angles, Jellic.
As part of the job. Now, are you going to help me or not?
You don't need
You're
her.
a smart guy, Chelik. Figure out another way.
I do have several contingencies. She's just my option A. I'll cut her loose, even get her out of Cora's den, no strings attached. But that still leaves my case unsolved. I could still use your help.
Alright, what do you need?
I'll help you, but I need some details.
I'm trying to track down an illegal arms producer. I just need some of their product. Thanks to Jenna's intel, I've learned there's a seller here on the Citadel. Meet our man named Jax. Pick up the mods and bring them back here. That'll give me everything I need.
Where can I find this Jax?
Jax is down in the lower level of the market.
Mr. Jax.
Send word through our channels that you're the buyer. Good luck, Commander.
He's off in the Citadel. Stupid dad joke. I didn't really hear what he said. Old friends, sister is safe. So Keller wants you to pick up weapons in the shipment, the arms dealers in the lower wards markets. He doesn't want you to cause any trouble. Alright, so the lower wards markets. So let's go over to the lower wards markets. Good thing we have a nice fast travel. Right here. The wards. And then we got the markets. Let's do that a little bit. And then we'll run back over here. Hopefully. So we're in the markets real quick. The shopper talk. What do we got? Maybe it's this guy? No?
Place on this ward to buy upgrades.
I can do a little scan. Oh, maybe it's this guy.
Hey, there are rumors on the extranet that you've been made
Oh,
the
it's
first
not the same
human
guy.
Spectre.
That's incredible. I'll do my best.
Being a Spectre is a big responsibility. I just want to make humanity proud.
He's just like a very milquetoast.
About Commander Shepard fighting for all of us back home. And they also say that you don't take crap from anybody. You're showing them what humans can do. Hey, can I get your picture?
I
I
suppose.
don't have a problem with it, but why?
You're a hero, Shepard. Decades from now, humanity's going to remember you, and I'll have your picture. Just
Is he going to take a
hold up your
selfie?
gun.
Is he going to go?
Perfect. Thanks again, Commander. I'm gonna hang this in my living room. My wife will love it.
He's like, every time she makes love to me, she's going to be looking at you. It's a perfect marriage. Very healthy. Very healthy to Shepard. All right. I feel like that is the guy.
Close enough, Army. You got my payment?
Yeah.
Do you have the X mods?
Show them the merchandise.
Looks good.
Damn straight it is. These mods are the best on the market. Now hand over my credits.
Should we hand over the credits or should we say you're under arrest? What do you guys think? Or I don't think so. Sure, you're under arrest. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I'll react to the very first person that comments in the chat. Do you think we should say you're under arrest? Or I don't, or sure. You're under arrest. You are the first one.
I'm taking you in, Jax.
It's a sting. Bastards set us up. The hell are you playing at?
You heard me.
Sorry, Jax. This is the end for you.
Stupid
Uh-oh.
boy.
Shields disabled.
Where are you?
Shields down.
There we go. Who else is in here? This guy? Jax? Do a little, do one of these. Let's bring it back old school. Let's bring... There we go. And then we're gonna go back on our little transit. And we're gonna bring it back over to the wards. And I think the C-sect? There we go. I think it's up this way. I want to say it's up the stairs. Haha, that's so mean. I used to do that in Call of Duty. Yeah, that was a big thing I used to do in back in the Halo days. I used to play a lot of Halo. I've said that multiple times, but the teabag was always the most fun. Here we go.
What the hell happened down there, Commander?
I didn't like him. Sorry.
Jax needed killing. Here's your shipment.
You've put me in a bit of a bind here, Commander. See yourself out when you're ready.
You wanted me to pay with my own credits for his sting? They should have gave me credits. That was a little shady. I think this one goes... Oh, that goes up there? What about right here? The docking bay, that's where I need to go.
Helix has settled out of court with a Krogan group that had accused the Genetics Corporation of fraud. The Krogan group had contracted Binary Helix to perform studies with a long-range goal of curing their genetic sterilization. The group later sued for a return of investment money when the study produced no viable results.
Well, that might have been our fault. Obviously, we nuked, what was it, Varian or something like that? Alright, so Joker is expecting us. Hopefully, we didn't take too much time, but you know how these games
Stand
work.
by.
We're gonna be alright.
Decontamination in progress.
Decontamination? Oh
Anderson?
shit. Let's watch it.
What are you doing here?
I'll stay quiet.
I didn't say.
Fuck. Green.
Get us out of here, Joker. Now.
Joker's like, what do I do? Let's back up. That's crazy. Can't imagine that. The amount of adrenaline coming up there and punching the ambassador right in the face. He's like, did I just make the right decision?
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, Ms. Al-Jalani's story on you just aired. She shouldn't have ambushed you like that, but you handled it pretty well.
I did the best that I
We
could.
had differences of opinion, sir. I hope she at least believed my sincerity.
You handled yourself pretty well, Commander. She came across like a raving idiot.
Sweet.
Just wanted to let you know what the response was. Back
How much zebra bucks do you have, Taco? You know what I could do is just let go of the controller as one of the bucks. Elos. Let's go. 22,000. Oh, lordy lord.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, I'm glad you were in the area. We've got an emergency situation, and you're the
Let me
only one
look.
I can trust to get the job done.
I shouldn't be doing this in the middle of the stream. I'm in. What emergency situation are you the only one that I can trust to get the job done? What's going on?
How can I help, Admiral?
Biotic fanatics have hit a medical research station with a psychotropic drug. The drugs have temporarily driven researchers crazy, and the biotics are effectively using them as human shields.
Let's see this. Alright, let's do that. I don't know if you guys can hear this. I think you can. I'm not sure. But I want to put this at 15,000. And I want to say drop controller. So obviously I have to drop the controller for let's say 5 minutes. Where are we? I'll put in the 5 minutes. 5 min. So you can have me drop the controller. I got a question. What program are you using? OBS Studio or OBS or Streamlab OBS? I'm using OBS Studio. I use OBS, and as far as the overlays and all that kind of stuff, I do it through Stream Elements. The only reason why I do use OBS is because you guys know that I'm running off a Mac, and Mac obviously doesn't have the processing power as a PC with the graphics card. And OBS takes a little bit less load to be able to do everything in regards to Streamlabs. Streamlabs is still good. I think Streamlabs is really good. And there's a little shadiness with Streamlabs, since they're not technically OBS, right? But they still have it. At least they had it in their name. But OBS is better as far as less load on your CPU, less load on your GPU. If you guys look right here, I just wanted to make sure that I added this before I jump in, and I did. I'll pop it up here. It is no scope. Oh, it's not going to populate. It'll probably populate in the next stream. Oh, here it is. Here you go. So We got it. We got it. 15,000. Drop the controller for 5 minutes, and I'll set the clock. If you guys are willing to, you know, watch me die, which it's all right. I can always replay it. I just gotta make sure I remember to save. The drugs have temporarily driven researchers crazier. The bionics are effectively using them as human shields. You can count on me. Understand? I can see what I do. I can't just run in. You can count
I'll
on
do
me.
Everything within my power to bring those researchers back safely, Admiral.
I know you will, Commander. I'm sending you the station coordinates now. Fifth lead out.
All right.
For the lurk. Thanks for the lurk. Thanks for the lurk.
Sounds like a plan, and thanks. Absolutely, man. Let's go to Elos. I don't know where... That guy asked me that question. I don't know where.
Skipper?
Skipper? Still calling me that, huh? I'm not your commander.
You don't have to call me that. I'm a traitor now. I probably shouldn't even be wearing this uniform.
We had to do this, Shepard. You know that.
Ooh, what's gonna happen? Aw, man. LOL, Taco. That would be great for Dark Souls. Oh, sounds like a plan, thanks. That would be useful. Oh, yeah, that would be useful in Dark Souls. Yes. And you always be the skipper to me. Oh, Captain, my Captain. What? Lay off the poems, Whitman.
First Alfred Tennyson, now Walt Whitman. You're full of surprises.
I don't...
Dad loved all those sappy poets. Mom was more into Plath. I'm not a word person, Shepard. Other people say what I mean better than I do.
What should we do?
Sailing a stolen warship into the most hostile system in the galaxy. Just call us humanity's best and brightest.
Are we? I have my doubts.
I keep reminding myself we're doing the right thing. I don't believe me yet.
Believe me then, you're doing the right thing. Death closes all. But something ere the end, some work of noble note, may yet be done. Not unbecoming men that strove with gods. We'll get home again, Shepard. I believe you'll lead us through. Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Then, what should I ask now? I see all you see. Is that all you see? Or follow me to the bunk? Or drop the captain stuff? What should I say to this? To this Ashley? I'll drop it in here. You guys can let me know what you guys want to know, or what you guys want to be the next course of action. See. So let me know. The first one that drops in, I'll do that. So what do you guys want to see? Is that all you see? Drop the captain stuff, or should I go straight into follow me to my bunk? Is it a bunk bed? He should have a little bit more than that. He's the captain. He's the captain of the Normandy, of the Alliance fleet, and all they do is... Oh, Captain, whoa! What just happened? You know what? Let's do the bunk. What is up, man? Hold on. Hold on. Let me switch this up real quick. What is up, Raiders? Thank you for jumping in here. We got a raid from a Wart. What is up, Wart? How are you doing, man? Thank you so much for dropping in. Thank you for the raid. I want to drop a little line for a Warts right here. This guy, if you guys don't know, plays a couple games. He's more of a variety streamer. And at the same time, he also does a lot of artwork. I was watching him do some art the other day, so I want to drop a little line in for him. Let's have a moment of silence.
No, God!
Oh, lovely Mel.
No, God,
please,
no!
I can't hear it.
No!
But this is him playing some Halo, it looks like. Obviously, you guys know that I was a big Halo nut back in the day. And I think I told Wart that as well. But Wart, if you can see right there, there's a Halo right there. I am going to drop one more because that wasn't selling. That wasn't selling Wart the way I think that he should be sold. What do we got in here? So if you guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this raid. Thank you for Wart for bringing everybody in here. And we got Lovely Mel in here that redeems the no office. And for some reason, I didn't hear it. So you know what, Mel? I don't want to let that go. I am going to... Whoa, whoa. Oh, I just realized why I couldn't hear it. I'm an idiot, guys. I'm an Indian, guys. Here, this is him playing a little bit of Minecraft, it looks like. But I didn't hear it because I turned down my volume all the way. I've told you guys multiple times, I might be an idiot, but I got a Magnum cum latte on my degree, so here. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Let's see. Let's play Ward a little song. Let's play Ward a little bit of this. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Olé! And then we could bring a little bit of this. This makes me think of Ward. Look at that.
I like to see you wiggle, wiggle.
Full show.
Make me wanna dribble, dribble. You know, riding in my Fiat. You really have to
Sour, please. Yeah, so right now, if you guys are new here, if you guys haven't been here before, we usually, I guess I shouldn't say we just got done with our Fable series. We're in the middle of the Mass Effect series, and at the same exact time, we do a little bit of random, we do some just chatting. Last weekend, actually, I had my grandfather here, and we did a just chatting with my grandfather, where I was just asking him questions and all that kind of stuff. And maybe in a couple weeks, we'll have my Nana. You know, Nana will be here, and I'll ask her. She's a little bit different than my grandfather. My grandfather's very middle-of-the-road type guy, you know, doesn't have a lot of strong opinions. The Nana's a little bit more, fundamentalist Christian, so... that should be fun. That should be fun. Sour, please. I gotta add more alerts. Yes.
Don't jiggle, jiggle. It folds. I like to see wiggle, wiggle.
Full show.
Make me wanna dribble, dribble.
You know.
Riding in my Fiat. You really have to see it.
I think he says 6'2" in a compact, where the seats lie back or something like that. The end of the song, you know. But it's always fun, and this is the other one I always drop for any time I get a raid, and I'll just do it because, to keep tradition alive. And I think everyone knows this, and everyone can sing along to the doo-doos. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-doo-doo-doo. Ba-da-da-da-doo. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Ba-da-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. It's one of those things that I need sour, please. Sorry, you know what, Lovely Mel? Not sure what sour, please is. I cannot tell a lie. Honest Abe it. Not sure what sour, please is. Thank you though so much, Ward. Wart for the raid. Thank you for being here. I know that Wart is a pretty great streamer himself, and if you guys don't know who he is, obviously I played a couple clips up there, and I think and they do him justice. He, like I said, he's a variety streamer. Send Ward a nice little follow. Send him a little thank you, and you won't be disappointed. You won't be disappointed. Not just in his video game. I would say the most impressive thing he does is his artwork. Obviously, if we were all judged by the amount of skill we have in video games, we would all be shit poor. We'd all be shit. Not that we're not shit poor as far as trying to do this, but as far as streamers go, when it comes to like the personality of Ward, he's a great guy. He's a great guy. And I don't know if that's entirely accurate. I know that he has his pronoun stuff. We talked about that in the past. I think he had a little bit of a laugh when I said that he can call me master. He can call me master. And the only reason why I said that, Wart, not to be offensive or anything like that, is there is somebody in here. There is somebody in here that always calls me Master Zebra. And it's Drift. Drift always calls me Master Zebra. And he was in my stream that day, and he kept on calling me, he'll always call me Master Zebra. And then right in the same time, I said like, then I went and I think I rated you, and then when you asked me, I said Master. I'm so sorry for not staying in that long. but I really gotta go. Hopefully that's okay. Lovely. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want, Lovely. Thank you for being here. Take care. Yeah, take care. Me and Taco are thinking one mind with me and Taco right now. But take care. I hope you have a great night or a great morning. I'm not sure where you are in the world there, Lovely. But you know what? You have a lovely day. Little play on words right there. Bye, Zebra. Bye, Taco. Bye, Aurora. Yeah, Aurora goes by Aurora. I've been calling him Wart this whole time. Aurora, have you ever seen the Aurora Borealis? Have you ever went and saw the Aurora? I asked that because I used to live in Alaska, and you know, these guys, I've heard that a million times, but have you ever went to Alaska and see the Aurora? It is beautiful. I would say if you do go and you haven't seen it before, springtime, fall time is the best time to go, because when you go out in the winter, you're more likely to see it, yes, and it is stronger. That's also true. However, it's so fucking cold outside that it's almost not worth it. Like, it's like you're out there and it's like negative 40 degrees and you're like, this is very beautiful. Let me get back in the car. It's like my entire body is shaking. So you guys came in at the perfect time. We're about to get our freak on with Ashley. I don't know how creepy that sounds when I say it out loud. It was so sorry for the coughing in the mic, but we were like, when it comes to any of these type of games, when it comes to Fable, and now when it comes to Mass Effect, I always have the chat make any type of major decisions in the game. It could be a vote, or it can also be, I just say the first person that says it, that's what we do. And in this case, it looks like we're going to tell Ashley to follow us to our bunk to have a little bit of coitus. And that's always fun. Major Edition. Farewell, Major Edition. I know the cold semi-well because of Vermont. Okay. Those negative temps in the winter hit hard. So do you live in Vermont now? Or did you live in Vermont? Let's go. Yes, we got it. I asked that because I actually been to Vermont a couple times. I lived in Massachusetts, which is also a New England area. Around, I lived, I should say past tense, in Massachusetts for 5 years. Yeah, for 5 years. Beautiful area. I really like Vermont. And is it Vermont or, oh no, Maine. So I would go to Vermont a couple times. Obviously I went to the Ben & Jerry's factory, all that kind of stuff. Did some camping out there with the kiddo. Hate negative temps. Not a fan either there, Sleepy. I 100% agree with that. I'm in Wyoming now. It's not any warmer. If you want to go to beaches, tropical islands, go to Wyoming and then go anywhere else. And you might find it. And you might find it because Wyoming doesn't have it. Wyoming has a couple lakes, but it's so dry here, there's not too many. I liked Vermont a lot. I liked Maine a lot. I would go to both those places. I think one of the most kept secrets in the United States is probably what is it in Maine? Portland, Maine. Portland, Maine's a nice little spot. I always enjoy Portland, Maine. Going out like bar hopping and going down in downtown city area and over. It's just like a nice little area. I always enjoyed it. And Vermont's always cool. Vermont was mainly for like we would always go up there for more camping and that kind of stuff, like going out and doing some hikes and stuff. I will say there's a lot of hiking here in Wyoming as well, so that's always fun too. Once it snows, Vermont, you don't see the ground until spring. So once it snows in Vermont, you don't see the ground in the spring. There is some people in this chat that don't even know what that is. Like obviously they know what snow is, but what's it called? We got Taco in the chat. Taco's here. Taco, I don't know if you've seen snow. Taco's in Mexico, and Taco, I imagine because it's closer to the equator. Like I would say my brother-in-law that I was, fucking in the ass the other night in chess. Not sexually, but My brother-in-law that I was screwing in chess and destroying him in chess last night that some of you guys saw. He has never seen snow in his entire life because he's lived in Florida his entire life. He always wants to go up north to see snow. I only saw snow once when I was 5. See? Thanks for the clarification. Fucking my brother-in-law in the ass. This isn't, you know, guys. I was thinking of the, what is that? The I can't even think of the tune. I know like people played on Instagram the that like porn thing, the intro music. I can't think of the website on top of my head or the intro music, but people go the doom do doom or something like that. And people always I always think that's funny. But I know right when I said that, maybe that's when everyone heard it. Among Us. I don't know what that one is. Harm, I was asking about you a little bit ago, man. You weren't in here. You were I was trying to see that. Oh, Drift. Drift keeps me honest. Drift keeps me honest. Thank you, Drift. But if you guys aren't following, you can follow. If you like me, please follow. If you don't like me, as I always say, you can always stay for a couple of years. We can have a nice toxic relationship, and at the end of the term of the relationship, you can leave me, take half my shit, and I don't know, maybe I'll pay alimony. We can have a nice toxic relationship together. But before that, let me have a toxic relationship with someone else, since we voted in the chat that you guys want to, take Ashley to the bunk.
It occurs to me that this might be our last night alive. Got any plans?
Ooh.
Trying a frontal assault. All that training, you think they
a frontal assault. Harm, we were talking about the front bottoms the other day, and this is
There are regs against this, You ready to deal with the consequences?
Ooh.
I spent my whole life fighting to get what I want. To get it done, I had to bury a lot of things. During that
my sexual desires.
once did I feel like I was worth what I was fighting for.
Stay with me. Good enough. It's just a start. This isn't the right time. All right, stay with me.
Here tonight, Ash.
This
Bold word, Shepard. I like bold.
No games. Should I say no games or get over here? Or thought so. What do you guys? First one that drops in the chat, that's what we're doing. I'm itching my foot. A little pause break in the stream, a little itch. It's probably because, my dog's not right there. Get over here. Drift knows what's going on.
Shut up and get over here.
Shut up and get over here. Ooh. I think it's funny that this all happened without any effort. There we go. Let's all get uncomfortable together. Let's all imagine that we're watching this with our grandparents. With our grandparents. How fun would that be? How fun would that be? Hey, Grandma, check this out. Oh wow, they actually show a little tit. No nips though. No nips. They were surgically removed for the point of this.
On the floor and give me 20, huh?
Oh wow. So there's a whole new spin for get on the floor and give me 20. That was wonderful. Ole! The Witcher 2, it shows a lot. Yeah. What about Witcher 3? I imagine it would even show more. Maybe more detail. Did Witcher 3... I want to drop this in the thing real quick. Did Witcher 3 finally do that remake? Did they do that revision or whatever what they were going to say? Where, I know last year they're going to come out with a new Witcher 3 with, like better aesthetics and 4K and all that stuff. I don't actually know if it came out. Yep. Oh, cool. Maybe that might be the new game after this series. Well, now that's a whole spin on the floor to give me 20. That was wonderful. You're incredible. That's not incredible. Incorrigible. Let's make it 40. What do you guys think? Should I say you're incorrigible? Let's make it 40. That was wonderful. It is up to the chat. I don't have any say in what we do. Let's make it 40. I knew we were going to say that.
Me, soldier? I think you need more physical training.
Tisk. Now, what will it take to prove I'm in prime condition?
Bridge to Commander Shepard. We're 5 minutes out from the Mu relay.
Duty calls.
He's like, I could bust out 60.
Skipper. I've got other weapons to check out. Hey, Shepard.
Ooh.
Whatever happens down there, I just wanted to say, wait, you know what? I'm not telling you. You want to hear this? You'll just have to come back to me.
Ooh. I guess, you know what? I thought Jack showed up in 1, but I'm guessing she shows up in 2. So, if someone in here, they might know if you can clarify that. I'm guessing Jack shows up in 2. What do we got? We got 12:30? Boom boom pop, boom boom pop.
Commander? We've got company.
Have the sensors picked us up yet?
The stealth systems are engaged. Unless we get close enough for a visual, they won't have any idea we're here.
Picking up some
Whoa.
strange readings from the planet's surface.
Take us down, Joker.
What do we got over here?
Lock in on the coordinates.
Negative.
Hold on, let me, I can't press start. Let me try this.
Never make it in time on foot. Get us something closer.
I'll send you a shout out here in a star in a second. Hold on one second. Sorry. It's not letting me press start right now. It's not letting me press start. Star. Thank you for the raid.
We have to try.
Find another landing zone.
I talked to Star a lot today. Hey. What is up, Star? I am doing well. We're having a good stream tonight. Star, you've been streaming for quite some time. For a long time. How many hours was that?
Joker?
I can do it.
Gear up and head down to the Mako. Joker, drop us right on top of that bastard.
Ooh. Alright. So we have a little bit right now. Let's do a proper shout out for Star. If you guys don't know Star, definitely jump 8 hours. What is up? You know what? I was talking to you today. Disseared? Is that right? If it's not, you can put it phonetically or whatever inside of the chat. Dis is fine, ha ha ha. Or you know what? You said dis is fine, ha ha. Not the third one. I added the third because I'm an idiot. Star, thank you for the raid. Thank you for being here. I want to throw you out a little shout out. If you guys don't know Star, if you guys haven't been following her yet, she is a new streamer. She's been doing this for about a month. I learned of her because of Drift. Drift, are you in here right now? Because of Drift in one of his streams, I started following her. And I jumped in her stream a little bit today to see what was going on here. Going on in the... That is lovely. Yes. Hold on one second. So yeah, I jumped into her stream today to see what's going on, and it was a lot of fun. Obviously, anytime someone's playing Fable, it's gonna be good. And you guys know that I'm a fan of Fable. Oh, you are. So here you go. Oh, you are. I don't know if it was like that. Here. Exotic. So that is Star. I'm just gonna say Star, but Star is from the land down under over in South Africa, and she has a lovely stream. I was blowing up her stream a little bit too much today, I will say. Me and Dis got into a pretty long talk that end up being like maybe not, end up kind of veering away from the stream a little bit, and I apologize for that, Star. It's just I get a little bit of loss and a little bit of I don't know if it's the ADD, I don't know what it is, but yeah, I got a little bit in the weeds. I think both of us, me and Dis, both admitted at the end of it that we both got a little bit in the weeds. You know what, Dis? Thank you for the follow. Thank you for being here. By the way, let's throw out some songs for these people. Oh my God, you're so sweet.
Make sure you stretch out those creamy hamstrings.
I love that. I love that chat. I love that. That both those things happen like simultaneously. So you guys, for all the new people that's never been in here before, when anyone puts that out, everybody, not just me. I know you guys want to see this beautiful face. There we go. I'll throw out another one for you though. Show. This is all dedicated to Star right here. And Dis, we'll dedicate it to both of you guys. You know, we'll play you one more song. I think I got one more song in the bank. You know, we got this one. A little bit outside the wheelhouse for you guys out in Ole! That was a little bit too much. There is. My cash doesn't jiggle, it folds. There it is. I love that. My wife actually pointed out all the intricacies within the song, if you listen to the whole thing, not just what I have right here. And it's pretty ingenious. It's hilarious. And you might know this, Dis, because I think you said you from the UK. So I think that guy's also from the UK. I'm not sure. I'm just guessing, just because of the accent. Do some push-ups and stuff. All right, guys. Thank you, Drift. Drift keeps me honest in this stream. The guy is a writer, and he actually nailed it. Yeah, he's amazing. I actually saw the interview with him, the uncut, and I saw the auto-tune one. I will say the auto-tune one's my favorite. And I posted it on the Discord. If you guys want to know the Discord, obviously, I'll drop a link real quick. And don't worry, Drift. I have not forgotten. Don't worry. Here we go. Here's the Discord and the link. I did drop it in the Discord. That's the reason why I just thought of it. If you guys want to jump in, I see you wiggle, full show, and make it want to dribble. You know, riding in my Fiat, you really want to see it. All right, so this is the part of the stream that since Drift Night Nation threw down the stretch, this is the part where everybody, not just me, we all do a little bit of a stretch, right? You know, because it's always good. We're all sitting here, we're all chilling. At the end of the day, we don't want to be 50 years old and not be able to, bend over to pick up the grandkids. So we're just going to do a little bit of a stretch. I want to take off my headphones while I'm doing it. I want to stand up. I'll start off with one of these. You know, a little bit of the arm stretch. We'll do that. Hey, if you guys don't know, I have this tattoo on the back of my arm, and I think the only reason I never talk about my tattoos ever, but the only reason why I'm going to mention this is because Dis is in the chat. Dis, if you can tell me what is this a reference of, I would be very, very impressed. But it's in your neck of the woods. All right, you got the image right there. You got two swallows with a coconut. I want to do a stretch, and you tell me what it is. And if you don't know it, all right, let's see. Dis, tell me what it is. Oh, all right. Do a little bit of pretend to touch my toes because I can't actually touch my toes. Because, like I said, before I am, you know what? Most streamers just do a little arm stretch. I go all into it. I have a bad back. All right. Yeah, that's attractive. That's attractive. It kinda, alright. It's Monty Python. Yes, it is. Harry Potter snitch. Harry Potter. I got on my little rants on Harry Potter. Make a little people make a couple people, I should say one person in particular in my stream a little uncomfortable when I talk about the overratedness of Harry Potter. But I don't care. I usually just say it just to joke around. I usually just say it. You're welcome. You're welcome for the stretch, everyone. I hope everyone's stretched. I would, what is it? It is Monty Python. It is Monty Python. You are right. I'm glad you got that right, actually. Because I was a little bit... You know what? Next time I'll do it. You know what? It looks like you guys could actually see me. What do we got? We got these over here. I can see them on my ground. This is my... there's my kettlebell right there. And you guys can see my shoes in the background. Cool. Cool. Kettlebell and shoes. You know? I got a... What is that? What kettlebell is that? That's a 45-pounder. You know, you guys have to stay in shape. Stay in shape. Go to the gym. Do a little bit of exercise. Go for a run. You know? You don't get, you know, this this sexy body with no effort. And by sexy body, kind of a dad bod. Kind of a dad bod going down. I moved to Wyoming and gained 20 pounds. I don't know if you guys can tell. I wish I could run. What's stopping you? I got a lot of things stopping me. Are you drinking iced tea? So it's a little bit of a homemade iced tea right here. And it's done, actually, right? It's at the very bottom. The bottom at it. It has a little bit of vodka. Vodka, and iced tea. And some lemons. We're big on the lemons here. We're big on the lemons. Oh, asthma. Asthma. Yes. Asthma will definitely be a stopper. I'm sorry about that. That really sucks. You can always do, maybe yoga. Yoga. The wife does some yoga. She does it a few times a week. She really enjoys it. She's been doing it for a lot longer. She tells me to do it with her because I am not a I am not a flexible person, so to speak, and she is. And she's like, you need to do yoga because you don't want to be the old man with a broken back. And you're in your 30s. I'm in my 30s now. So I'm 32. And she goes, you're 32 and you have the stiffness of somebody in their 50s. So you really need to do it. I want to jump back up to this. Monty Python, brother. I'm relatively certain 2 European swallows can carry a coconut from the tropics. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Love Life of Brian. I've said this before with somebody else. We were talking about Monty Python, the whole genre. And I'll say, like, Monty Python, the Holy Grail, might be the most popular, right? However, I would say personally, I enjoy Life of Brian better. I think Life of Brian is one of the most ingenious movies, way ahead of its time. Like, the aspects, like, I don't go into religion talk too much in here, and when I do, it's very vague. However, but the aspects of, like, the religion aspects, the aspects of, like, the gourd, the follow the holy gourd, cast your left shoes, like, all that kind of stuff, the conversations about Rome, all that kind of stuff, it's just, I think it's so ingenious. I think it's the best thing that the crew ever put out. I love it. Yoga and Pilates. Love there is a bit of vodka. A bit of vodka in here, you know. It is the weekend. I don't drink during the weekdays. I'm not an excessive drinker. However, on the weekends I will have a couple, knock back a couple glasses, put up the boots and hang out. I might actually bring one of the guys I used to play Overwatch with, Salsa Verde. He might come on the stream. I never asked him yet, but I want to say it prematurely. Maybe I shouldn't, but I want to try to bring him on the stream because I told him that I said, hey, let's hang out and smoke some cigars since he got a better job, and I shouldn't say better. He got a different job, and we're no longer going to be working together. So I've been thinking of yoga. So yoga, Pilates, yoga is amazing. Yoga is great. I do it once in a while. I'm not great at it, but I do try. The wife destroys me at yoga, and she's been doing it for a long time, and she's extremely flexible. However, I'm not that, but I do it once in a while, and it is really great. It's a great workout, and it's actually fun. You know, it kind of puts you in a mindset, gives you like a little bit of a peace factor. I do meditation and that kind of stuff, but I think yoga is a different animal in comparison to meditation. So I will read your top message real quick, but I hope you have a good night. I hope you get some good sleep. I know you're back in you're out in European country. You're in the UK. I don't know what time it is there, but thank you so much. I think next time I stream, there might be a small chance I stream tomorrow. But it's only going to be a very small stream. What I'm going to be doing is I did a stream a while back as far as making mead. And we took the mead from primary fermentation, and tomorrow we're going to put it in secondary fermentation. So that's really the main aspect of that stream. That might only be like 30 minutes to an hour. So I think both of them are great. But one thing that I love is that they ran out of the budget at the end of the Holy Grail. I did not know that. So they just decided to change the ending, all getting arrested.
Thanks, Lord.
Drift mode. Thank you so much for the lyric mode. Drift stayed in for the sex scene between Ashley and Commander Shepard, and then he left. No, I'm just messing with you, Drift. No, Drift's working on some stuff right now, which we talked about a little bit in the stream earlier. So guys, have to jump off. Yeah, no, that's awesome, and you're probably already gone. So I'll just say thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for the follow. I definitely appreciate it. And thank you for being you there, Dis. I fucking appreciate you. Thanks. I will have to. Yeah, and there's always yoga studios. Like, it doesn't matter where you are, Sleepy. Like, we're in the middle of Wyoming, where you would not think there's any yoga studios. There's 3. There's 3 yoga studios. My wife went to all of them, and she ended up picking the one she liked. Right? Let me go scroll down this chat real quick. Boho Beautiful. I don't know what Boho Beautiful is. Does amazing meditations as well. Boho Beautiful. Oh, Boho Beautiful. I'm guessing is that a YouTube channel? That's what I'm guessing. BRB to make a clip. All right, Dis. Whoa! I just missed that. Hold on one second. We gotta play another song. We got Dis that just put in a Prime sub. Dis. Well, Dis, thank you so much. We'll play. You know what? I'm not gonna play that. We gotta play it. We gotta bring it back to where you're at. Which we're gonna play this one more time since everyone seems to like. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. Sorry about that, Dis.
Oh my god.
Great timing with the mess up, right?
Money don't jiggle.
There we go.
Folds. I'd like to see you wiggle.
Sleepyhead.
Make me wanna dribble.
Sleepyhead saved me.
Riding in my Fiat. You really have to see it.
Sleepyhead. Maybe the whole thing was planned from the beginning. Maybe I was like, oh, you know what? These guys are really gathering up the points to screw me in the future. Let me just pretend I can't find it. But you know what? I really couldn't find it. But you know what, Drift? Thank you for having the oh my god right after the fact. And what's it called? And then Sleepy, thank you for jumping in there. Star, holy shit. Star. Star, thank you so much. Star, let's play Star a song too. Let's do the Office theme song. Star, do you watch The Office? Have you ever been a fan? Ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da-doo. I need to get new songs because I got 3 main ones. But you know what? For Star, since Star brought him in here, Star is the mother that is all that is good. I'm just saying it because she's a female. But let's do this one right here. Glorious. No, I won't give in. I won't give in till I am glorious. And I will defend. I will defend. There you go. There's not something we jumped in yet. And I was thinking about actually rating somebody else, but we'll play for a little bit. We got a couple. If you guys want, you guys have access to all the emotes and all the ones that are going to get approved pretty soon. We have a few that are in approval process. I don't know why they don't just do the instant. It's not like I'm stealing anything. Yes. Do do do. Ba da 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 do. Do 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 do. Star, thank you for being here. Thank you for the subscription. You love The Office. Well, you'll fit in here. You'll fit in here. I am a huge Office fan. If you love The Office, who's your favorite side character? A lot of people don't have a lot of side characters. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, the Dazzle's fun. The Zebrazil. Usually we throw those out when we raid. Those are the big raider ones, right? But you know what? A lot of people like the hype. It's so funny. The hype one is the one I thought was like, oh, this is cool. And Parks and Rec. Parks and Rec is one of my favorites too. I would say The Office, Parks and Rec, and you know what? A little bit on the third one is a little bit outside of the realm. Is I would say I really, obviously you guys know that I really enjoy Rick and Morty. However, I really love, what's it called? King of Queens. I love King of Queens. I don't know why. It's one of my favorite shows of all time is King of Queens. And I'm recently watching Malcolm in the Middle again. People say I'm very similar to her. Yeah? Yeah, you do say girly, right? Girly. Yeah, I love Rick and Morty. That's why I have to watch when, like, if people see me driving around, everyone usually recognizes my car because I drive a Volkswagen GTI, and on the side of it, in the back window, is like a silhouette of Rick and Morty running. So anytime someone sees my car, they're like, "Oh, you're the Rick and Morty guy that drives around." What is it? Sai said you were asking who was the favorite side characters, or I had to drop back in. Robert California. I can understand Kelly Kapoor. Kelly Kapoor is a great side character, and I also love Kelly Kapoor. One of the fun facts about Kelly Kapoor that a lot of people don't know, she works in the annex, right? She works in the back of the office. You don't see her a lot in the show as far as other like main characters, but the reason why she works in the annex, Ryan works in the annex, and oh god, I'm gonna make a lot of people mad right now. What is his name? The HR guy. Toby, Kelly, and Ryan. They work in the annex because Toby, Ryan, and Kelly. Words are hard. Toby, Ryan, and Kelly are all, they're all whatchamacallit, writers in the show. And the reason why they work in the annex offset and they come in different parts of different episodes is because they were, while the show was going on, they were in the back office actually just writing the show. So if you guys didn't know that, yeah, Kelly, Brian, and Toby were some of the main writers of The Office. So there's a little fun fact for you. Robert California, though, how is Robert California your main favorite character? I know a lot of people say he's creepy. I agree. He's a creepy dude. And I understand that people don't always like Robert California. I always had a love-hate relationship with him. Is just a strange man that is totally unable to keep himself or his business, and I love it. I understand that, and he's like a weird genius. Like, he's a little bit insane. I always love the episode when they go to his house, and he has that little party, and it's just super awkward, especially when everyone's like staying behind and they're like trying to party with Robert California, and then he just keeps on going, and it's just, I don't know, the uncomfortableness of that. I will say, if any of you guys have Peacock has the Superfan episodes. They have additional minutes, I guess, or additional footage. Oh yeah, he does get naked and jump in the pool. You're right. Yeah, he's a weird fella. But yeah, and Peacock, the streaming service or whatever, I don't know what it is in different countries and that kind of stuff, but the streaming service, they have the Superfan episodes that has like every episode of The Office. I think they're at the 4th season right now. But yeah, 4th season right now. They just have like, what they did is they added in all the minutes or all the extra scenes and all that kind of stuff that they had to cut out to make it for television, just to make it within the time slot. So the episodes are longer, they have a lot more footage in there and that kind of stuff. And almost like someone like me that's watched every episode like 15 times, I go back through and I'm like, oh shit, I love that there's all this extra stuff. It almost feels like a new show. Yeah, he's a weird motherfucker. Star, one of the things that you that I thought was funny earlier is I said that you said I like that you pronounce fuck. And then you started pronouncing, when I typed in fuck, you started pronouncing it fuck. And I know it's maybe a South African thing or something like that, but I just thought that was hilarious because obviously I'm in the United States and that kind of stuff. And we say fuck like fuck, or sometimes depending on where you are, United States has a lot of cultures, has a lot of different, accents, that kind of stuff. Somebody might say fuck or something like that. You go to Boston, they say, you parked the car, motherfucker, But, you know, in the Midwest, a lot of times they just say fuck. You know, it's almost like aggressive, right? It feels more aggressive when you say fuck. It's almost like saying cunt, right? Like, it's like one of those things that, like, it sounds so aggressive where if you're in Europe, somebody that, you know, cunt is a very, you know, was it like a more widely used term, you know, outside the United States. However, it sounds more, you know, I don't know, palatable in Europe, where in the United States sounds very aggressive. And then I feel like fuck also sounds more palatable in Europe, and it sounds more palatable in South Africa. And the United States is always like fuck, so it's like it also sounds more aggressive. I don't know what it is. You know, it just sounds a little bit more friendlier for some reason in Europe. Aaron, you when you recount your day, never say you woke up. Oh, I see. I remember this. That's a waste of your time. That's how every day. Sorry. That's how every day begins when everyone sends the dawn of man. Yeah, I remember when he said that to her when she was at the receptionist desk. That's the name of it. Fuck. Then it starts swearing in Africans. Teach me to say in your accent. Oh fuck. Ah fuck. You know, like that. Fuck. But fuck. I don't know how you say it. Fuck. Like that. Almost sounds like an O. An O with a little U on the top, like, for the pronunciation. But yeah, fuck. Yeah, it's just like, hey, I'm drinking some fucking tea right here. This is definitely going to put me on an 18 order. I've been sidestepping that for so long. This might be the day. I don't remember the last time I went an hour of being awake and not saying the word fuck at some point. I'll be honest, I don't say it a lot. Even in the stream, you guys, like, obviously there's a lot of people in the stream right here that follow me, will view these streams more regularly. And I don't curse super often. I don't curse as much as Star. But Star, I don't know why, for some reason, when anyone from South Africa, Australia, Europe, or anyone else, when they swear, to me, it sounds less aggressive. The only reason why I don't swear as much as I used to work more of a cargo job and that kind of stuff. However, was going to say, the most I've ever heard you curse in here. Yes. Yeah, I don't curse a lot. And I think part of it is because I have kids. That's one of it. And I don't curse around the kids at all. And the other reason would be because I work in a business environment. I work in an office job, that kind of stuff. I work in a very, a really, you know, shirt and tie type collar situation. I don't wear that. Obviously, you guys know that I'm military. I said it before. I wear uniform, but a lot of civilians I work with are more, you know, dressed up, that kind of stuff. We deal with like high dollar type business deals and contracts and all this kind of stuff. And it's just not something that's widely accepted and not something that's like widely, it's almost like frowned upon to an extent. I don't care when I hear it. However, it's just something that I've kind of veered away from. When I first went into this career path, I used to curse a lot. Especially, I came from a cargo background and more of a labor background, and that came with the job, right? But then going into this, it kind of got beaten out of me a little bit, like to the point where now when I meet other people and they like, especially that are other military. As soon as I start talking over a long period of time, like drinking and stuff like that, smoking cigars, hanging out, they always ask me like, oh, you work an office job. I can tell. And I'm like, yep, I work an office job. It's the game's fault. That's the only reason I swear. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We all do something, right? I'm sitting here with a snooze in my mouth, and I'm having an alcoholic beverage. So it's not like I'm high and mighty. I'm not high and mighty. There are certain things that get me to the point where I'd swear. Yeah, I've jumped in Sleepy. Sleepy does not have a big cursor either. I should say jumped in Sleepy. That sounded a bit odd. I jumped in Sleepy's stream. Let me clarify that. I've jumped in Sleepy's stream a couple of times. Sleepy's not also a large like, you know, cursing machine. She's not the sailor that Star is. Star came off the high seas. You know, with a peg leg and a eye patch, just a salty sea dog there, sir. A salty sea dog. All right, Dis. That was like, I was like sucking that. But Dis, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for clarifying your position on Robert, California. I understand it and I appreciate it, and I see why. I see why he is your favorite side character. Yeah, makes sense now. Makes sense now. I think Toby's my favorite side character. I'll put that out there. Just because the hatred that Michael has for him always makes me laugh. Like, one of my favorite lines that Michael Scott says to Toby is, "Why are you the way that you are?" And I'll say my wife says that to me once in a while too. Jokingly, of course, because we're both big Office fans. And LOL, and see you later. I feel bad for Toby. Why? I think the whole Toby, the Flenderson files, dumb. Yes, Toby is the Scranton Strangler. Apparently, I'll leave you with that. Yeah, he is the Scranton Strangler. Yes, that is what everyone says. I would like to be able to jump in someone else's stream, but there's only one person that's actually on. I need to save my game. And the only person that's on right now in my followed list, I try to follow people that are actually going to be playing at this time of night, and it doesn't work out for me. But the one person that's on is a guy that literally, I don't know who he is. I followed him once because he's in this little streamer club that I'm in, and he posts so much, all of it, it's never him talking. It's just like one video clip after another, and they're always a bit crazy. So I don't even know why I follow him anymore. I don't know why I'm whispering like he can hear me. He's an odd fella. He's an odd fella. I won't drop his name. It's not fair to him. I won't be petty. I would never say that about anyone else. It's literally just this one person. It's just, hey, secret time, guys. This guy's kind of a creep. Do you want me to start up? You know what, Drift? You can start it up. Drift, start it up. We'll jump into Drift real quick. Into Drift stream. Made the same mistake. We're not gonna jump into Drift. That would, you know what? Drift told me he's a... Drift, what are you, 5'2"? Is that what you told me? Is that what you told me? You know? T. Yeah, I don't know why this got so dirty. Drift, are you 5'2"? Is that what you told me? It's something like that. It's he's a small man with a big heart. He's a small man with a giant heart and a giant sense of character. Let's say that. He's a good guy. Drift, if you guys don't know, he's our resident 165 centimeters. I am a dirty American, Drift. Why are you doing this to me? I am going to figure out what that is in feet. Because, like I said, dirty American. 5'4". You know what? I'm sorry that I cut you down. I cut you down to 5'2". I'm 5'6". I am 6 foot tall. I'm not a giant by any means. I just tend to be taller than some people, I guess. But I work with a guy that's 6'6", and I feel like what my wife feels like next to me. My wife is 5'2". So when I'm next to this guy that's 6'6", and I'm 6 foot tall, he has a pretty much half a head on me, or a head. I'm like, oh shit. This is what my wife feels like every day. But I don't have to get on my tippy toes to kiss him, so I guess I win. Anyways, I'm booting up the game. Alright, Drift, while you're booting up the game, in the background, I'll put it into new screen so you guys don't just see this. What do you guys think? We're going to go over here. I'm guessing there's going to be some Geth, right? When you're dealing with Geth, I like to throw Tally in the mix. You know what? We just made love to Ashley before, so we can't not include Ashley, right? We can't not bring her with us if we just, fornicated. We just had some coitus. with the Ashley. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed. We're not actually gonna play those, Star. I'm just literally going in here just so I can save the game. That's it. Because I haven't saved. So I just don't want to... I don't want to scare you. I know Ashley is afraid... Ashley, sorry. I know Star is afraid of spoilers before she even said it. It'll be completely out of context. You're not going to know anything that's going on. As soon as I land, as soon as we get into... I'm not even going to tell you who that is. Not even going to tell you who that is, Star. I'm just going to save it real quick.
We have to get inside this bunker before
All
Saren
right.
finds the conduit.
Here.
There's
What?
no way we're getting past that
What?
door with
I'm just going to keep on talking so you don't get any
Saren found a
spoilers.
way to open it. There must be some kind of
Security override in this complex. There's
We'll
nothing
have to
there.
find some way to get it up and running again.
Ooh. Alright. So we're going to save the game. That's the only reason why we came over here. We're going to save the game. I'm going to drop it into a Spotify right here. I like to do that. Or I could just do this. I don't know why I did Spotify. Let's go home. Let's go home right there. You guys know that I play on Xbox, so it's not a surprise. I do like having all this stuff right here. Except for that Overwatch is kind of annoying, right? What's better? That's better. It doesn't cut out the chat so much. There we go. So so who do we got in here? Star, are you still here? Or did you leave because you're afraid of the spoilers? Give me a second, still loading. Star's still here. Ba do 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 da do 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 da. And we also got this from The Office. What is it? Oh, you know what? I was gonna play something for Dis and I completely forgot.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
And we got this one right here.
Your mother was a
Hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries. I always love that. It's one of my favorite lines from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I don't know if you guys are as ancient as I am. If you guys are, obviously everyone here is probably in their 20s or below. I don't know how old Star is. And it is rude to ask a woman that, apparently. I've learned that multiple times in my life. But, I don't know if anyone here is actually, in their 30s. I know that we had Dark Gray Moon in here. Dark Gray Moon is a weekend resident because he is in Sweden. You just called yourself ancient. I feel that way sometimes. But the other way I don't. I keep in very good shape to the point where I don't feel as old as, like, when I see people from, like, back home, people that I went to high school with. Obviously, I went to 2 different high schools. From grade school, from kindergarten to 1st grade all the way to 12th grade, I went to 12 separate schools throughout that time. So that's insane. Most people can't even fathom that, right? And during that time, there's people that I've met throughout that journey. And anytime I go back and I meet up with people and that kind of stuff, I always feel like they're so much older than I am. And I think a big reason why is because maybe they just don't eat right. They're eating, I don't eat right all the time. I will say that. I love, everything, but I just eat it in moderation. Maybe it's the eating right. Maybe it's the copious amounts of alcohol. Maybe it could be that. Maybe it could be drugs, like hard drugs or something that's aging them. Or maybe it's a lack of exercise or something like that. It's just like, I may feel old and ancient sometimes, but when I go, it's always nice to go back to go back home or go back to like somewhere that I've known somebody where we were children and go back and it's like, I feel like I'm 10 years younger than you. So that always makes me feel good. Makes me feel a little bit, gives me a little bit of spring in my step. I'm going to go to sleep. It is 8 a.m. here. Holy shit. And I'm in my 20s. Okay. Yeah. 20s. My wife's also in her 20s. 20s is a good age. When you get into your 30s, doesn't feel much different. You just get a little bit older. Things break down a little bit more. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the raid. I 100% appreciate you. and I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate you being a part of this, and I appreciate all the talks. I know I gave you a lot to read. You said you're gonna read through that. I would say, you know, it's not worth it. But if you guys ever want to jump into the Discord, if you ever have any questions or anything, you can always send me messages or whatever. Or if you have any counters to what I said in there, yeah, you can always let me know. I'm open. I don't get offended at all. You can tell me I'm an idiot, and I'll say, probably. I always say I might be an idiot, but I did well. I did well in some aspects. Goodbye, everyone. I'm so glad you came and chatted to us. Yeah, 100%. I had a lot of fun in your stream today. I spent more time in your stream today than I've spent in someone's stream probably the entire week. You had a lot of good people in there, a lot of good conversation. The guy from France and Dis was a lot of fun, and also you. Till next time, take care, sleep well. Yeah, 100%. So Star, yeah. And Star has a similar background in me as far as education-wise, so that's one of the things I find a little bit of a mind connection. She has a background in economics. You guys know that I have one of my degrees in finance. I did tell Star that three of the degrees I have is all in the realm of economics, and it was just because, and it's more business related. And you know what? I will say that with degrees, you know, people look at that as like gatekeepers, so people look at that as like a hierarchy or something. I would say that living in Massachusetts, I've known lots of people that to Harvard. I know a lot of people that went to these Ivy League schools, and I will say half of them are smart. Half of them are pretty stupid. I've stand toe to toe with those guys, and they're not. Intellectually, they got in their position mainly because of power or money, and they're not the brightest. They're not the brightest bulbs. They're not the sharpest tool in the shed, so to speak. You know, they're just there because of who their parents are half the time. You know. Yeah, it was disappointing to find that out for myself, and I hope I didn't just disappoint any of you for saying that. If you guys felt like the people there had some type of hierarchy. Yeah, I went to University of Arizona, University of Alaska. Those were the two universities I went to. The other degrees outside of finance was supply chain management, and the other one outside of that is contracts management. And then finance. I will say on here often that I might be an idiot, but I did get a magnum cum latte on my last degree. I think it's just funny to mispronounce that in the worst way possible. But yeah, well, thank you for agreeing with me on that. Yeah, that's just one of the things I thought was funny. You know, I won't go too deep into that. Don't want to get into the weeds. I go into the weeds way too often. The segues are non-stop with the mental capacity that I have. The mental capacity to stay on track. Usually it's like if I built a train track, the train track would go like this. Doom, 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 doom. And it would be worthless. It would be a worthless train track for anyone that ever tried to ride it. Everyone would die. Everybody. Drift! What's going on, Drift? Till next time, take care, sleep well. So yeah, sleep well, Star. Thank you for being here if you're not already gone. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the raid. And I definitely appreciate you. And 100%. Thank you for being you. Okay. Let me see. I want to refresh this page over here. I'm going to see if the great Drift Nightation. Drift Night is actually on. All I had to do was refresh. That's all I had to do. So we're going to do something. And there's Cypress Law. I actually like Cypress Law. But you know what? We already told Drift, and Drift is a good guy, and we're gonna send a little love out to the very beginnings of the Drift channel. I know that people don't usually start their stream with a raid, but you know what? Drift is in a good place, and Drift is a fan favorite, and we're gonna raid Drift. We're going to raid Drift. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the viewership. Thank you for continuing to watch me and dealing with me. I know it might be frustrating at times. I know I might say something that might get people a little bit off off, but at the end of the day, it's all in love. It's all just opinion, you know, and it's just based off experience and that kind of stuff. So at the end of the day, we all are all a family. We're all a community. We all support each other, and we have no ill will, that kind of stuff. You know, if you disagree or agree with anything I say, then always let me know. Always let me know. I can always change. You know, there's nothing cement, right? The world is gray. The world is gray, and I think that's one thing that people forget about. But thank you for being here. I appreciate all you guys. I love all you guys. And with that, I'll say peace. Do a little kiss, do a little peace sign, and I'll start the raid. We think you're the best. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sleepy. You guys continue to come in here and deal with the shenanigans. So there must be something I'm doing okay. Well, we're going to raid Drift right now. You guys have a great night. You guys have a good sleep, and you guys have a good rest of your weekend. You know, we have Memorial Day weekend, and I talked about that, but I didn't, actually. But we're going to go in. Bye.